welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Today we have the Ocarina of Time Standard Tournament Season 3 match of loser bracket round 7, of What the Hell Happened between Kariossa. Commentators will be Arthur Udini, Chimpan Reef, and Yoshikyon. Take it from here.
Hey everyone, how are we doing?
Hello.
Hey, Chimp.
So we have 3 matches left, guys. It's been a long time this season 3, but we're almost there.
So 2 matches left in loser bracket, is that correct?
Yeah, we've got this one, and then the winner of this goes on to face Marco of all people in losers bracket finals.
That hurts.
And then the winner of Banuru waiting up in grands for whoever comes out of that.
Yeah, for an almighty best of 3. Of course, Bono with a 1-game advantage.
So season 2, this is the first season that What the Hells has been in losers bracket outside of grand finals. And in season 2, it was a double loss to Marco in the finals. And he said his goal in this tournament was to not come second again. So, which one do you think matters more here? If he does he want the revenge against Marco, or does he want to not come second?
I mean, the thing is, even if he loses against Marco, if he progresses past Kariossa, it's 3rd place, so that's fine.
But he's got to beat Marco. He's
It's
got to
still
get the
not
revenge.
second.
No, we got. I feel like What the Hells is the last stand against the French community at this point.
Is it only French people other than What the Hell?
It's
Yep.
Kariossa, Bono, and Marco.
Alright, we're off. No questions about Tunics because What the Hell just uses defaults, so they obviously lose.
Yeah, Kariossa has pink, so...
Pink Tunic, purple hearts. I'm alright with that. What the Hell's going straight to Sword Chest? Oh, a Deku Stick upgrade.
Ooh.
Hello, Deku Tree.
And 20 sticks is really, really nice at the very start.
Yeah, it was 20 rupees as well.
Yeah, so with that, What the Hells is going to have enough for that shield, and
Oh,
that'll be a
no,
straight.
Kariossa, not fancy it.
So yeah, Kariossa is a big fan of the Grotto to Owl, right? And What the Hells, I know, has spoken about liking early Deku to early adult. Although I don't know how much that's changed during this season, because it's definitely dipped in popularity a bit now.
Well, the thing is, What the Hell's is going to pick up 20 rupees here, and that's 40 rupees, so they've got a shield or immediately. 20 sticks. That has to be Deku Tree start, surely.
Mm-hmm.
If he likes it, then yeah, that's a probability.
It's interesting because I feel like people don't like early adult as much anymore, but yeah, What the Hells has definitely spoken before about liking early Deku to adult, and what else do you do after early Deku?
Yeah, I know. I was speaking to Duke way back when, and he was basically like, 2/3 of the time, early adult bites you in the ass. It's like only 1/3 of the time you're actually going to get anything from it.
It's really hard to make it pay off.
Odds are you're either going to get something in both routes or equivalent in both.
Yeah.
And in that case, the songs are going to matter more because you can just warp around that little bit faster.
All right, well, there's our first way of the hero, Death Mountain Crater, and a free Hylian shield, so it doesn't need to be a team Never Buy a Shield today. We've already got one. Don't even have the option of buying a shield.
Yeah, it looks like Kariossa is not going to be able to read the hint in Lake, unless he gets really ballsy.
Meanwhile, Big Oron is a fairy bottle, so no big boy today. Unless that bottle happens to be Way of the Hero, which is a distinct possibility.
Seen it. Not exactly likely, but
Shoot the Sun is dead. I assume Cario skipped the hint.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of money saved overall. They don't need to buy any sticks. Kariossa just got Hylian Shield, my bad. So if they get explosive, Lost Woods is going to be an easy full check.
Shout outs to getting 4 pieces of heart already, so what the hell is on his 4th heart container?
All right, and we're going to see the first check in market from Kariossa, while what the hell is checking Slingshot Room. She has a tiny bit of money here.
Yeah, not foolish, at least. It's
Yeah. Eases your fears of not seeing a... Oh, there's a Deku shield. Oh, brilliant. All the shields, all the time. Yeah, eases the fears of going through Deku and worrying about just seeing a Deku Baron hint in the market. But even then, Deku's never really a terrible play, even if you do it. Alright, what we got? We got Water Temple, River Chest as a red rupee. ZL on Ocarina of Time! Fire Temple Foolish, and Skull Mask is a Deku Nut capacity. So we have all dungeons, baby!
But OTSZL means it shouldn't be too hard to get all dungeons, is it?
right. It shouldn't be too bad.
I mean, it shouldn't be, but you can still get some spicy dungeons that don't... I mean, you can technically get Spirit Temple as one of the stones. You don't need ZL to finish it.
So, in the same idea, you could still get water.
Mm-hmm.
Could you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that before. I've had a Water Temple which locks ZL.
I remember there was it a Challenge Cup race recently? Maybe not recently at this point, but it was a ZL-less seed where they did have to do water.
Yeah,
but the key was early, so it was
very last race we had in the Challenge Cup, no ZL required, I don't think. Which I think, going off Meraxis' stats that they generated a few months ago, is 0.2% likely.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, something pretty slim.
Oh, so I'm reading chat and it says that only Shadow cannot be a stone, so only Shadow completely requires ZL.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can bypass ZL for Jabu with a scale, you can bypass ZL for Spirit with keys, and yeah, you don't really need to get ZL for anything else. Kariossa is...
I don't know, writing hints, maybe? Or readjusting controller? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was something.
Maybe just typing hints.
Well, hopefully all is well. I've never... You know what? I've never seen the back of Talon. I've never seen anyone hand in the chicken from behind. I didn't know he had an ass flap on his chaps. That's the best revelation I've had today. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. Fashion god. Alright. And my least favorite song to see early.
Opponents, I think, is fine. I just think Sun Song and Song of Time are the two that you don't want to see here. Sun Song is useful, but you don't want it in like your first two checks.
See, I quite like Sun Song early because it means you don't really need to worry about routing in terms of time of day for the rest of the seed. If you've got 5 minutes where you just need to worry about it and then it's gone, that's okay. Song of Time is just a garbage song.
Right.
But seeing it early is fine. So it's like, well, it's garbage, who cares? For me, Opponents is the worst because it opens up so much of the seed early. So it's like, it immediately opens up GTG and Fortress, and it's just horrible knowing that, alright, well, GTG is in Logic already, 5 minutes in.
But it's
when...
one check in GTG.
Yeah, it is one check, but what...
Yeah.
Yeah, what if you pick up the bow next check? Then it's like 3 checks, and then there's 4, and then 5. And it's just sitting there in the back of your head like, well, I could go there. But Hey, card shuffle is a great setting, and I'll defend it. Shuffling the Gerudo card is a brilliant setting. Everyone should get behind it.
It's great
Okay, so
until you're
what the
doing
hell-
random settings. You don't realize it's shuffled.
So what the hell just completed Deku Tree really fast? Even though he had a lot of sticks, we could say, he did not get all of the skulls.
Right,
So
right.
I don't know if that's a habit. I've heard he has a tendency to rush somehow.
I mean, getting the skull on like the big vines is fair enough because it's you really need a bomb or a slingshot or something like that to get that conveniently. And then the one which is in the basement, which is easy to get, like the one on the grate. Like I can understand skipping it if you're really desperate to save time, but it is super free.
True.
It is interesting. Yeah, it's just like a couple of jump slashes each way, and you pick up the 2 extra skulls there. It's definitely an interesting note. It's, you know, presumably kind of get to your 10 or 20 skulls, but then just kind of hedging that you won't need those other ones. And
Yeah.
if you have to go back into Deku Tree, you have to go back in, but it's not very likely.
To be fair, that is their 3rd skull, so they must have got the basement grate skull and the one behind the chest in the upper checks. So they did get 2 out of 3.
Right, just not the one on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, when you have so many sticks, I think you can just like go ahead and try for the jump slash on your way down. If it misses, it doesn't really matter. You have a shit ton of sticks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely like the idea if you take one shot at it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Shouldn't be too bad, and if you miss whatever you miss, it's a couple of seconds at most. Also, we didn't touch on Deku Tree, by the way, being the light medallions. So one of those early dungeons we were talking about is kind of useless in terms of checks and ZL at this point.
Yeah, pretty garbage all around. Just Zora Tunic. Worth knowing, of course, that we're 10 minutes in, we don't have a single item. For an all dungeon seed, that's a bit monk-ass. But I'm sure...
Curious to check dungeon layout.
Yeah, let's have a look. Give me that spirit stone, baby. Alright. Water, shadow.
Water, shadow.
Fire, spirit. Alright, so it's forest...
DC Jabu.
DC Jabu.
Oh,
So-
we're gonna get scale.
So
Way
we
of the
need
Hero.
a scale. Yeah, we need a scale.
I guess maybe not Way of the Hero, but we can hope.
It's not even a optional scale this seed. You absolutely have to have it. Well, I guess you can just skip the waterfall with a chicken.
It's interesting though, with nothing in Deku Tree and some relatively weak starting songs, this early adult might actually be a big play right now.
I mean, they've already done Deku, so it's not. I wouldn't. Is this early adult? Are we now in mid adult? With Kariossa going into a late adult cycle?
I think if it's before the songs, it's early.
I think if you do Deku Tree first, it's more like a midlife crisis adult. It's like you haven't quite done the 3-song route. You've done part of it, but then you change your mind. You're like, you know what? I need a new thing for my life, and then you grow 7 years.
Yeah, but the big risk in my eyes would be about the song. So if you don't get ZL first, it feels like it's earlier than it usually is.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. 40 dead. Oh, Kariossa getting slammed by that Wallchiller.
Even though he was doing the good thing, like when the skull is seeing you, like you have to go aggressive because exactly what he did was probably like 4 or 5 frames. But if you do just 3 frames of up, then you just bait the skull for like a tiny bit and then you're free to go. So if you can manage to do that in a few flicks, then you're free to go, and it's so much more fast than if you had waited for it to look somewhere else.
Vanilla Storms. It's definitely one of the songs which can pay off the most for early adult, or I guess midlife crisis adult. And then you just go into the well fairly early.
So is Song of Storms something that makes early-ish adult something good?
I'd say so.
I like having it during the early routing just because it means that you don't strand the Kokiri Storms Grotto.
Mm-hmm.
But it's I don't think it's one of those like make or break a seed kind of ones. It's good, but it's not the best.
I'd say 50% of the time when you do early adult, you can get all of the way to Bolero check. And you can also do Minuet check. So by the time you go back as child again, you have 2 to 3 songs. And then if you do the child route, you'll have 6 songs. One of them is almost guaranteed to be ZL. Not in this case, of course, because that's all dungeons, but most of the time it's going to be ZL. So you then have decent-ish access to the well already.
Yeah. I think one of the big things is that like if you do your 3-song first, you're looking to pick up warp songs that will make your adult faster. If you're doing adult first, you're looking to pick up songs that make your 3-song routing more efficient. So Storms or Sarias are good ones to pick up in the early adult, whereas things like Prelude or Nocturne are good to pick up in the 3-song. So there are some seeds where you'll do one of the routes and you'll think, oh, I got terrible songs or I got amazing songs. And actually, you'd think that if you did either route, because it just plays out that all of the warp songs are in your 3-song and all of your checks are in the early adult. And no matter which way you go,
wow! It happened!
That hurts
I was like, oh,
so
that flame's close. Oh, man. Rip 30
so the way
seconds.
that works is you have a few checkpoints, you could say. So it's basically loading areas, loading zones. So after you pass by them, but if you come back and get crushed, which is what happened, if flame just pushes you back, then you just get voided out and you have hurt much. But that's fortitude yourself.
with a 47 though.
I think Discord's shitting itself.
Oh no, not again.
We are very bots. Alright, we back? We good? We no
Okay,
longer
supposedly
silicone-based
it's back.
life forms? Alright, we're
Alright,
good.
we good.
And that's it for What the Hell's is Adult.
Wow.
Didn't even dip Death Mountain Trail.
Alright.
And still no items. 16 minutes, 55 seconds in.
Right.
We
If
have no
What the Hell's
items.
has even found bomb chews, then maybe that goes up in towards Dodongo's Cavern, you save scum in there, use your chews for a couple of checks, save scum back in. You know, you can do quite a bit there, even with just the 5-pack, but they've got nothing. Just absolutely nothing.
Are we going to have the earliest bottleneck of all time? Sphere Zero bottleneck.
The biggest thing right now that could like really impact this is if there is something in that. You know, even
You
So just a question. Is it only the comms that are missing, or everyone in here?
Everything. I think it's just like our voices are
Oh,
sounding like
should we all-
robots.
There they are again.
Right, we're back.
Were we actually just gone completely?
I'm gonna disconnect from the call and rejoin.
Okay, so we'll and then that might be
Pretty Skulls has some bomb shoes.
Okay, as it seems the Discord problem are on my end, I have to restart Discord for now, so commentary won't be heard for a few seconds. Be right back.
Alright.
Oh, put it the wrong way, the hero. There it is.
What was that way of the bottom of the well? Okay, edit swap.
Oh, okay, are we back? Because that was two
Not yet.
very big
You're
hints.
not yet.
Ah,
I'm restarting my Discord now.
Okay, so apparently we're back on stream. Sorry for the small inconvenience. Discord has been a little bit of a princess tonight.
so yeah, we picked up that hint that Skull Kid had strength just to, immediately go and get that strength. And a bottom of the well way of the heroes. This at some point is going to be useful. The bottom of the well without explosives, or do you go into Dodongo's cavern without explosives?
You've got to go well. If you know the well's way of the hero, I think if you... Like, DC's fine, but there's only so much you can do there. Well, you've still got a good amount of checks.
Right.
I said, how many checks can you get with just strength in DC? Is it 4?
It's got to be more than that, right?
No, I think it's just 4.
You're right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's just 4.
So you've got at least 7 checks in the well without ZL and bombs, I think. As long as you find a key, anyway.
A little less.
No, yeah, so there's 3 missing from bombs, I think. 2.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you find a key.
Right. There's
you've got
11 checks or 14 checks in the well, and 3 of those are keys. So if we rule out 6 of them, I think, with bombs and ZL, then there are 8 checks, but some number of those are keys.
Yeah, but as I'm saying, like if you get 1 key, you've still got around 7.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and bottom of the well is just like super fast. If you go to DC, like compared to how fast you could be with explosives or a hammer, you're going to be picking up bomb flowers. They take forever to blow up. So
True. Obviously, for
bottom of the
Kariossa,
well feels faster.
there's not much of a choice until you go adult. So
Well, Kariossa doesn't have, no storms, so not going to see a well dip here.
yeah, like that might send Kariossa to DC, just on the grounds that they already have strength.
Yeah,
They don't have storms.
it's a good point. They can also open up Death Mountain Crater. They can't do anything there, but they can open it. Well, I guess they can get the climbable wall check.
Right.
Alright, well, let's see if anything is on chickens.
And Kariossa is also routing a few checks while doing chickens. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it looks smart.
Yeah, it's slower getting these as child, but it also probably, if you're going up that way anyway, it probably does save some time during your adult routing.
Yeah, that's a really good question. That was weird throws. So you can see Karios back walking and chickens are going to be just ahead of him. You want to throw those chicken way left so that wherever you go pick up the other one, they're going to be pushed towards the pan and not just towards the end wall. So yeah, that diagonal up left for the throws cost him a little bit of rolls.
Ooh! Oh, that could be big.
That's
All
really
right.
strong.
20 is the 20 pack! Oh, shit!
That's a huge advantage.
Okay, so unless the well has, like, a bomb bag, then that is a big deal for Kariossa, because that's DC, that's Death Mountain Crater, which is Way of the Hero as well.
And
So
right,
that is a...
and if the item in the well ends up being bomb locked in some way, or the first key is bomb locked, then that could be a huge deal there, yeah.
Yeah, so if you just pick up explosives and you're Kariossa, where do you go? I think he's just going adult right now.
Probably adult. I mean, you could... No, I was going to say, you could be tempted by River, but he doesn't have storms. It's What the Hell's has River. That's storm, sorry, so...
He's gonna
Do you
pick
have
up
time for Boulder?
Should have time.
looks it.
Yeah, loads of time.
Right, and Nocturne as well, so yeah. Don't even have to walk over to CAC during day. And that's the other thing, is Kariossa's definitely going to go adult from here, just to pick up the song and, 5, 6 checks around Graveyard and CAC.
Frogs 2 dead.
So, yeah, Kariossa from that point will be going adult with explosives. You know it's AD, you know that Dodongo is one of your stones. There's absolutely no reason not to just go in and clear it while you can.
Yeah, and you have strength, so it's not even going to be that expensive in choose to go for DC.
Takes a while, but...
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it takes a while. That's the only point I had.
Slow, but
doing it with strength is just a bit
efficient.
slow.
The other thing as well is you could, at the start, use the choose to get all of the 4 checks going through, and then just reset and use the choose to open the eyes from the bottom.
Problem is though, if you
Yeah.
find something,
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
do lose all of the choose,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to using strength for some of them to sort of save on explosives.
Right.
But 20, to be honest, it's very rare you get a stack of 20 choose and you run out without finding more.
I almost feel like the time that you'd save using the choose instead of strength is worth the risk of potentially finding an item.
Yeah. All right, what the hells? Are you going to do chickens on your way out of
No way.
graveyard here? Because obviously they've got storms, so they can go straight into the well. If they're in a good spot.
Right.
But if they go in beforehand and then don't do chickens, could really burn them.
Oh,
That's a chicken.
That's
it's a chicken. Here we go.
That's
It's chickens, baby. 20 choose.
a good call.
So that feels pretty good for what the hells when they hand that last cuckoo in.
I feel like
What-
this has to be a testament to how empty the early game has been as well. Like, there's a lot of people who will put off chickens a lot. Aren't those people? But doing it this early has to be because there's been.
Just ignore the fact that the chickens check exists, you know?
But I think if you're what the hell, you also feel like doing chickens is something that is. Like, if you would beat the time, what the hell's chicken? It would have like 30 seconds difference. His thriller, he knows where to backwalk, and it saves a lot. You have to feel like if you have to do chickens, then you have an advantage.
Mm-hmm. Right. What the hell's probably has the execution edge in this matchup, I want to say. And if that's the case, you are the person with the liberty to be more thorough. The person who is behind in terms of execution has to pick and choose their routing options more carefully because they have to make up for the loss of execution with their routing.
But Kariossa is having a really good damper race. It looks like it's been practiced. Like he knows where he's rolling and such. So
Yeah.
shout outs to him.
Could be a nice 47 here.
I haven't seen any mistake. He dodged that last flame a little bit slowish, but the rest was.
Oh, yeah,
clean.
nice. 47. And there are choose for what the hells. That feels good.
I was going to say we got 47s on both Dampes, but it did take
Was
what the hell's
it?
2
No.
tries after he voiced.
Oh, yeah.
A minute and 17. All told.
Okay, so what the hell now has explosives? I was really thinking he was going to skip chickens.
I could have definitely understood skipping chickens to go into the well.
I think I see both sides of it. It's like, you know that well is way of the hero, you've got storms, you could just go straight in. But also, the early game has been really empty. Like, half of your checks in the well are locked. Maybe you're just like, I need to do everything, and you've got the execution edge. So you feel like you can get away with doing everything. So I can
Yeah.
see kind of both sides.
See, doing chickens after well makes sense, but you've also got to either warp out and waste time getting back there, or climb out, which sucks multiple nuts. So you don't really want to waste that sort of time. So doing it first makes sense. Come on.
What the hell? Looking for the hole.
Oh, there it is! It's a bomb bag. After all that, it was a bomb bag. Wow.
Of course.
Who would have thought?
Can
So
it be the
chickens-
way of the hero?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is where the other bomb bag is in the coffin, and the third bomb bag is on the boulder chest down in the basement.
If there's a second bomb bag, then it can't be the way of the hero, can it?
Right. Unless
I
it's
don't
the
know.
back. If it's the back left one, it can be.
If all
It's in
three,
the
if all
same
three
area,
bomb bags are
yeah.
in the well, can you not have Way of the Hero well for a bomb bag?
No, because you could pick up. It's the individual checks that it looks at for the way of the hero hints.
Right.
And because any one of them could be picked up, none of them are way of the hero.
Oh, that's a shame. That'd be fun.
Obviously, if it's this back left one, though, it's bomb locked. So this one could be.
Oh, is that gonna work? Kariossa, that's too far.
Rip.
Ouch. Okay, backing it up.
What the hell's not even caring about choose now? Uses one to kill the Skulltula. And there's a bow as well! Alright, so unless there's a bow in DC, what the hell's has made the right choice? Because that bow could be Way of the Hero instead.
It feels like Kariossa is trying to rush somehow. Like, using choose like that feels like you're rushing. Is he being stressed by something?
No idea.
Well, looking at the flickering of his shield, he is definitely under some pressure.
Maybe the fact that he's just got storms after seeing bottom of the well, Way of the Hero. And no, because we knew coming into this that What the Hells does early adult. If they know, they're probably thinking, damn it, well, What the Hells has already got storms, probably in the well. So maybe
tournament. Kariossa was somebody who a lot of people saw as kind of a wild card in this tournament. Sometimes he'll just like absolutely destroy a seed, like no questions asked, he will crush it, and other times he'll kind of stumble a bit and his routing won't work out. And he's actually done unbelievably well in this tournament, really stepped up, but a big part of that has been playing to his strengths and playing to his opponent's routing and weaknesses. So he's probably done a good bit of research. He probably knows what the hell's habits are.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. We don't have that many kind of players. I mean, besides Marco and Bono that knew exactly what the other one was doing. It was impressive.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
To the point where Bono knew that Marco would go to the lake to pick up their strength coming out of Kakiri Forest. I'm like, how do you know that? That was in my head. That was like a massive gamble. He's like, "Oh, I knew you'd have done that." I'm like, "What?"
So all things considered, the bomb bag is big, but with the 22s, it's not that big.
The bow is the biggest deal there. Without seeing another one so far, that's an advantage to What the Hells.
Right now, if we're just talking in terms of what they've currently got, the bow opens up one much.
No, well, it opens up. Of course, I mean you've got strength anyway, but bow opens up DMC a lot easier. You've now got explosives to do more of DMC. But yeah, by itself, the bow isn't super strong. You've obviously got adult shooting in CAC as well.
Right. They don't have a bottle for big pose.
But
they had access to DMC. They now have better access, but it's...
I'm just saying, remember when I said you hate to see early opponents song? We now have our bow.
And you did say, but then if you find a bow early...
If you find a bow, unlock small checks. You've now got access to some of GTG. You've got a bomb bag, and there's a mirror shield in Dodongo's cabin.
Yeah, so I think the bomb bag, like the big advantage is gonna be through DC. Like the bomb bag is gonna save so much time.
All right, so that was Long Way of the Hero, and I assume that was for Saria's song.
It was Saria's, which led to strength at this point. Yeah.
All right.
Not ideal, but...
No, but it is what it is. We've still got 2 Way the Heroes to find.
I like Kariossa doing the bridge, like, backwalk drop strat. That's one that I only saw quite recently for the first time, where, if you backwalk off the bridge and then use A to just drop down, you land in exactly the right position to just shield drop a Chew and immediately get the first eye.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. It's very unusual to find textures like that your Chew just blows up by himself. I don't even know why that happens. I think it's because the chew is in 2 different pieces, and I guess they collide with each other.
Oh,
But
hey, more
I'm
chews.
definitely not sure about that.
Do you know where it does happen, and it's annoying as hell? Once every 10 chews in bomb chew bowling, it will just explode. I'm just like, why? Why you do this? Are you a dud? It'll just bam. I'm like, fuck you, man.
For the scrub that what the hell just did, the one close to Lake Halia.
Mm-hmm.
If you just run straight forward and drop a chew, you have like 50% chance that it's gonna just explode midway for no reason.
Yeah. Alright, what the hell's going to Valley here?
Do you think he's going to Valley because, once again, there was not much so far?
Well, the thing is, bombs are huge. Bombs does open up a good amount of the scene at this point. You've got DC, which is now fully accessible. And that's that's an entire dungeon. Yeah, you've got Goron City, which has loads of checks, both child and adult.
I think this comes down to 2 big things. Firstly, this is, like I said earlier, about what the hell's having the execution edge.
Oh, that's magic!
Oh!
And a slingshot on Big Lizard.
Yeah, that's
not the best, but hey, it's something. But that magic is
things are happening.
Yeah.
Now, the good thing for Kariossa is that magic is on the crate. So if you go across adult and you drop a bomb chew there, and you've got a good amount of them, you will be able to see that and not miss it. I have no idea what was in the waterfall there. So or a riverway the hero as well.
I think the other big thing for Kariossa right now is that the magic doesn't do anything yet. Like, they're still missing a couple of things to make that magic useful.
Yeah. Now, what the hell's...
Say as well, I think what the hell's coming to Valley is partially to clear out Field and Valley on the way through. It's partially just like an efficiency thing. Oh, that's a big one.
Wow.
Alright. But that is a big one that what the hell's is going to stumble into within the next few minutes, so...
Right.
This is looking pretty good for what the hell's.
And it'll take him straight through to Forest.
And there is our last Baron, Zora Domain. No King Zora today. So yeah, what the hell's, I think, as someone mentioned in chat a minute ago, absolutely now has to go up the river. You've got everything you could need for it. What's that? Is that another hook shot?
I think that's the other hook.
That's another hook shot in the lake?
Okay.
That
Scale
means...
pretty useful right now.
Yeah, so remember when I said you can avoid scale by using a chicken on the waterfall? You ain't avoiding it today. Really, really wanted to have you a scale today. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, with that... yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, with that, what the hell's presumably is going to get the hook shot, go towards Forest, go to River at some point along the way as well. Like, there is a lot open all of a sudden.
I think you have to do River now. You've got Storms. There's no way you do River as adult and risk not getting something off Frogs 1. You have to do it now.
Yeah, I think I agree. Like, getting there is kind of awkward, but...
No, you've caught the fish. It's okay.
Did the fish say no?
No, he got it. He just decided to cast again.
Yeah, I think he called it a mashed.
Oh, there's Sun Song in DMC. So remember, DMC Way the Hero.
Ugh.
Sun Song.
Probably not it.
So yeah, I imagine we're gonna find something else here. If we don't, it'll be pretty worrying that Death Mountain Crater Fairy might have something. No sign of Bolero just yet. Let's have a look what's in the wall. That is another bow. Oh my god! Shit. So
There's
the
something
well
else.
might be a complete bait.
Well, the well was Way of the Hero. It's the bomb bag, but
Yeah, but we've got choose, so who cares?
in saying
Like,
that, Kariossa's down to 8.
oh man, that's crazy. If Kariossa ignores bottom of the well, oh, and there's Dins. All right, so that is the most likely Way of the Hero from Deathman Kriya. So we went from having 0 items at like 20 minutes to everything in the previous 5. Yeah, we just need hover boots and obviously ZL, but hover boots away from doing shadow across both runners.
Yeah, it's pretty rare that you're sat there
Yo,
with everything.
Kariossa, you don't have ZL. You don't have ZL, buddy. Get out of there.
That must feel bad because he was going really safe with the chew. Like he could have slashed it. I'm pretty sure he knows how to slash one, but he was going safe just to not waste the chew. And then you get in and you just realize you wasted it.
Oh, it's a scale! It's a scale on the river! Oh my god.
Wow.
So that is perfect timing for this, because now What the Hells can go up the river, use the chicken to get into domain, dive back to Lake Hylia, pick up the hook shot there, and then get the owl back to the castle to get back to adult.
Yeah, and you can
Like,
skip
that's
to the...
perfect. And so,
Because
and
What
domain
the-
is barren, right? Yeah, What the
But-
Hells has seen
Yeah,
that.
What the Hell's has just seen Domain as Barren, so they can just dip in and leave immediately. Don't have to worry about any of those.
So
Oh
just
my god.
give this guy Rudo's letter and a boomerang. And
Oh, Karuna Valley Way of the Hero! So
There's a hint
Kariossa's
for it?
gonna know. Yeah, Kariossa's just seen his Way of the Hero. Oh,
That's
shit.
our last one of those.
So that
What a-
confirms as soon as
Oh.
Gerudo Valley has something interesting, it is
What a-
hinted.
What a bailout that is. Kariossa could still ignore the well and not have any issues. As long as they find another bomb bag, which might be bomb locked. But Jesus Christ.
How about the well has something else behind Zelda's lullaby?
That'd be
would love.
huge.
See, I was gonna say I would love now for them to get ZL, someone to go into the well and find the other magic.
I want this
And
quote
have
to
it-
be bombs.
It's actually
Bomb
Gerudo
bag.
Hammer Rocks.
Oh, not a bomb bag. Lens! Lens as well, okay.
So Spirit is in logic? No, not yet.
Oh man, we are finding everything in the last 10 minutes.
just strength missing for Spirit though, right? I guess Requiem potentially for keys.
Yeah, and crossing the wasteland, like, they need long shot, but as we just saw, what the hell is capable of getting it so far?
Right, yeah, we know that's available. And yeah, it's just gonna be the other strength.
Yeah, so still no sign. Oh my god, literally about to say
Wow.
no sign of letter and boomerang to Stone Jabu. And there is our letter.
So What the Hells will get that, because you're not gonna miss that on the way to Forest at this point.
Yeah. So if boomerang is in forest or something, that's it. We've got our 3 stones already. What the hell's going to go straight through and pick up that hook shot?
Not even grabbing a stick or a little more nuts.
Nah, you don't need to grab a stick. You got 13 loaded with sticks. Got sticks falling out of your pockets. And there we go. I guess that is a... that's technically the long shot if we're following spears here, I think.
I guess the only question here is how does What the Hells get to wherever What the Hells goes next? You've got DC and Forest to go and do, and your only warp song is Nocturne, so presumably you play Nocturne, walk up, beat DC, and then walk back up to go to do Forest.
I mean, what you could do is you could not ignore DC, but you could skip it, do Trail, go into DMC. You know DMC's Way of the Hero anyway.
Right.
Come out at the top, and then go into DC, so you don't have to go back up the trail again once you finish the Dongo's Cavern.
But then you'll still have to go back up to get back to Forest afterwards?
Yeah, true. That is true. Unless he thinks that Minuet could potentially be on
Right.
Bolero.
And to be honest, I don't think there's a way of avoiding that. I think you just have to walk up twice, no matter what, at this point. But yeah, we suddenly went from absolutely nothing to
Jet AD.
only the boomerang is missing for ZL at this point.
Yep.
I was really expecting it to pop up on Bombju Bowling the second I said that.
What the hell's losing time here because their shield got burnt in the well?
Right, yeah.
So what don't we know? 50 skulls and I think one sometimes hint we're still waiting on.
Yeah, that's all I've got missing.
I didn't take notes.
Well, there we go. Someone's just got a galaxy brain. Store all that information in.
Nah, I'll type the command in chat if necessary.
Alright, so what the hell's this dungeon train begins? Kariossa, a little bit through Forest Temple, everyone's favorite. No hover boots to show off some swag strats unless they pick that up on the way. Just recovers.
Nice!
Oh my god, I didn't even know you could do that.
No, I've never.
That
I don't
is
think I've seen
so
anyone manage that.
Shout outs to the reaction. I'm not even sure Kariossa knew you could do that. Might have just been a reaction. Oh, stab the sword when you're falling.
So the other thing I want to quickly point out here is, like, we've been talking a lot about, oh, what the hell's has found this, and it's going to go to this area and this area, but all of the things we're saying that what the hell's now has available, Kariossa has been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
it's not like what the hell's has the lead here, but I think has the advantage here. Kariossa has to make the call to go to bottom of the well almost immediately after this, whereas what the hell's doesn't really have a judgment call to make at this point. It's just do your progression.
Well, the thing is, Kariossa knows that Valley is way the hero, so they're going to want to go Child anyway. So doing well after Valley or before Valley when you know it's way the hero could easily be an option.
Right. Also, yeah, actually, chat pointing out as well, like, if bottom of the well is just bombs, Kariossa can actually just dodge that completely at this stage.
Potentially.
It's more a
but
question
he has
of...
no clue.
Right, I don't think it's very likely. I think odds are you do go to the bottom of the well. I think that's the real question is, when do you go to Lake Hylia? Or Zora River?
Well, if you're going to Valley, if you're going to Valley, if you're going to Valley, then you're gonna go into Lake Hylia, unless
do you really want to go to Valley as a child? Like the box is not something you can get easily right now.
Yeah, but there's only 3 things in Valley. You don't have a hammer, so
yeah.
But you could check it like visually. Like, okay, you're gonna be disappointed because it's magic, but you could also think like it's gonna be nothing in the crate, and then I'm gonna be able to pick up the rest.
Yeah,
if
true.
you know it's Way of the Hero, I guess it's at the moment it's like there's 3 options and it's kind of one of each. It's one that you can get as adult, one that you can only get as child, and one that you just can't get yet.
Yeah, not only that, but unless something is in Forest, Kariossa doesn't have any more progression. There's no more medallion progression they can do. They can't do Jabu without a rang. So unless something's here, you kind of are forced into your Way of the Heroes a little bit.
I guess the big thing was as well, where was the Zora River hint? Was that in the field?
That was...
Or was
Zora
that
River...
Oh, was it in Lake Hylia? Sorry.
It might... You know what? That might be the Lake Hylia hint that Kariossa skipped.
Because Kariossa will presumably get the Hylia hint going to... Okay, it was in... If it was... Oh, it was in Valley, apparently.
Right, so the Valley... River was Valley.
In that case, I absolutely think, yeah, Kariossa right now is saving a lot of time by potentially just being able to skip the well by doing Valley first. You do Valley into Lake, and then you've got Nocturne to go to the well. Except you get River Way of the Heroes, so do you then... Which one do you do first, River or bottom of the well? And at that point, Kariossa, I feel like, suddenly actually has the advantage here.
What the hell's saving some time in DC, that's for sure. Not having to worry about strength for bombs, so just easily using choose to save a few seconds here or there. Kariossa might die. I'm just going to throw it out there.
From
Possible?
what?
Well, when they get to the Stalfos room, that's one hit, so...
Nah, he's gonna be fine. There's health in the pots. Worst case
I'm
scenario.
a day older from watching Trez die like 400 times. So
I mean, Trez's
seeing
not top 32. He's not far
no,
off.
but I'm not that used to death that I just expect it.
I think according to the title screen, it was only about 27. Only.
Maybe it was Void that died 400 times.
There were a lot of fairies.
Oh yeah, tons of fairies.
Okay, so how many items are we looking for right now? Is it much?
All right, let's give it a count. So we know what a long shot is. So we need strength 2. We need light arrows. We need hammer. We need hovers. We need irons. We need boomerang. So that's
So that is
6.
still like 6,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I guess for irons, it could be either irons or gold scale.
Yeah.
Either one works.
Yeah, it's either or. So I guess it's 6/7. If we get the scale and find out that you can't use the scale, then I guess it's 7. But yeah, still about half the seed's worth of items to go. Yeah, and both the eyes fairly quick there. Oh, waste no time at the mud wall. Toxic can hear them screaming and chatting with joy.
And then you watch the mouth opening. Toxic won't be happy about that one.
Yeah. It's funny how few people go for that tiny cutscene skip. I don't really understand why.
Oh, well, never mind. Execution ruined. What the hell's jump slashing off of the keys?
I actually, to be fair, in my last race, I went for that cutscene skip through the second bomb, and I actually missed. It landed on the bridge, and I jumped down and managed to save it and landed just on the edge of the skull. So it was like, all right, I didn't save time, but I salvaged it. I'll take it.
Oh, so you do the one where you throw the bomb and then jump down?
No, it's throw the bomb at the furthest, the lit one at the furthest end, and then I was dropping the bomb onto the other one because I'd already got the mud wall.
Okay. Yeah, I was meaning like if you shoot one of the eyes that's already been lit, and then very soon after you have the one that gets lit, then during the animation of the mouth opening, you can still move. So you can check the mud wall. And that's the fast strat.
I got it wrong twice. So I ended up I did that and failed it. Checked the mud wall and then tried to do it on the way back so that I could jump down and get to the door while it was opening.
And then got really scared.
Missed again, so I had to land on the skull.
Forest has nothing so far. I'm reading chat, so I will believe chat. Forest
Yeah,
never had
I've seen
anything.
nothing in Forest.
Forest is always dead. Meanwhile, what the hell's about to pick a shot?
And it looked like Kariossa was doing quite good. He's going for the stun lock on the Poe. Oh, there is a window to jump slash him straight away. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Did you see that?
Wow. That was...
And he is just in front of the chest. That's perfect.
What is the window for the hitbox there before they
It's
disappear?
2 frames for the stun lock.
That's unbelievable.
It's really good. And then you can see him using side hops on the way up. Side hops are very, very efficient, even by humans on if you're going uphill. Downhill, they're really bad. On flat ground, if you're a robot, they're good. But uphill, for a human, they're really good.
I seem to remember. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I seem to remember hearing that in terms of like TAS, side hops are the fastest movement as child, but as adult, it's about even between hops and back walking. On flat, assuming flat
Not
ground, I think.
Exactly. Like, the thing is, like, the speed is not constant for side hops, but the max speed is higher. It's 8.5 versus 825 stable.
Right.
So as soon as you can renew that very quickly and just not get the drops, then you're really, really fast.
Mhm.
Hey,
And
no more
bye.
stick issues.
As if we had any.
Just those.
I mean, you were concerned earlier that 12 sticks wasn't enough for the rest of the team, so got you covered. We have our small knife.
Okay.
just those
Got
bomb
me
chew issues for
reassured.
Kariossa.
Yeah, he still doesn't have bombs, right? So
Nope.
Depending on the order he does the Way of the Heroes in, though, if he goes to Valley first and follows it through into like check density, he'll go into the lake, see the other hookshot, and then presumably go and pick up the 2 remaining grottos in Hyrule Field before warping to go to bottom of the well.
Oh,
He'll
50
pick
dead.
up more chews on the scrab.
No 50 skull hammer.
So you would think that's more density than GTG? Or bottom
Sorry.
of the well?
No, I think it's a question of if you do efficiency, because I think he'll follow the Way of the Heroes,
Oh,
and the
Oh.
fastest way to do that from child would be to go to Valley first and then Nocturne to do bottom of the well. It's just a question of whether he goes for kind of nearby checks while he goes to Valley, or whether he goes straight from there to bottom of the well. Which, if he goes straight
Okay.
to bottom of the well, I think he also skips Lake, which means maybe that hookshot doesn't get seen for a long time.
True.
sorry
What was
for
the
sounding.
hint in
There's
Wasteland?
Goron Tunic in Wasteland, but yeah, sorry for sounding orgasmic during your conversation. But what you're watching, what the hell, just do Medi-Goron hint was just so good.
Oh, you like the double bomb stuff?
Oh, I mean, the double bomb stuff was good, but then throwing the other one to pick it up to get the next double bomb stuff on the second set of doors. Oh my goodness! Oh my
Wasn't
goodness!
that
This
just
is why I'm a
empty
commentator.
Yeah, I don't know if that throw was intentional.
I don't even care. Like, don't ruin my dreams. That was beautiful.
Intentional or not, it looked good.
Yeah, I don't even care. I loved it. It was beautiful. What was that? Nehru's on the volcano.
I thought it was just a blue pea, but
I couldn't quite tell. It looked blue, but it didn't look like the sort of bloopy blue. You know, that's a horrible sense.
Dabadee.
Bloopy blue.
All right, well, there's the other bow. So what the hell's not super happy at that one? Oh, there's the boom.
That's
In Forest Temple after all, right at the end. So that is Zelda's Lullaby.
How is it that Forest Temple never has anything before you go to the basement?
You're not wrong. Like that chest has had items so much.
It also almost only ever has it when it's a stone dungeon, which it might be a required stone today, but it's still a stone.
All right. Well, as I say, if Kariossa finds a bomb bag, they are really, like, if you think about it, they're an entire Forest Temple ahead.
That's true.
Even though What the Hells has magic and the long shot, that's not going to be far away from Kariossa because they've got Gerudo Valley Way the Hero. And I don't think the long shot's going to stay hidden forever, as long as they do it as child. If they do it as adult, they might run into a problem.
Right. Kariossa has, like, I'd probably say, like, between 5 and 10 minute lead at this point, but also has more opportunity for things to go wrong, because Kariossa could, you know, warp away from Valley before checking Lake, could not see the Zora River hint. There's a lot of little things that could still go wrong for Kariossa.
Yeah.
It definitely feels like What the Hell is more set, while Kariossa has completed more progression.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, when I say forest ahead, I mean just in terms of raw medallion progression. I don't mean they're actually a forest temple ahead.
But it's funny, like, isn't What the Hell supposed to rush?
Oh, light arrows on PG.
That basement is OP.
God damn,
So,
alright.
every
So
time.
we need strength 2, we need a hammer, we need hovers, and we need iron. That's it. We need 4 items away. We do not have much left to find, but we have now fulfilled all of our Way of the Heroes. So there is no more hints on what might be anywhere else.
Right, but so What the Hell's is going to go into Sacred Forest Meadow, pick up the letter, is going to go into Forest, clear that, pick up Boomerang and Lights, and we'll go straight to Jabu from there, pick up ZL. It's just like one thing into the next. It's just going to flow so efficiently from here. Kariossa's next 5 to 10 minutes will decide who has the lead here, basically. Will decide so much of this seed moving forwards. Because if Kariossa can make the right calls here and put off bottom of the well, that is going to be a massive, massive deal. Wait, what? Why is...
I mean, you said put off bottom of the well, and he's going with Serenades, so I guess you're right.
Doesn't have a scale.
Doesn't have a scale.
That doesn't mean you don't want to go Lake, apparently.
That is an interesting call. They are going to get bailed out real hard by choosing this route.
Well, I mean, you get some info.
That's interesting. Is this faster to get to Valley? I guess it makes sense, but...
I don't know about being faster.
I guess you check the dive on the way, you get Scarecrow on the way, so it feels kind of good in that regard.
Yeah, but then you just get that after Valley anyway.
Right.
I have no idea if that would save time. Absolutely.
I do kind of feel like part of it might have been an autopilot heading towards...
Yeah, it's...
I'll head towards Jabu. Wait, there's no scale. Okay,
Yeah,
well, I guess
100%
I'll do the checks here and go to Valley from there anyway.
Yeah, as Toxic is mentioning, What the Hell is having long shot in Forest, so that's a bit faster than not having it, obviously. And just before, we had a similar case in which Kariossa had a disadvantage completing DC. So that's the second dungeon that What the Hell has a better item to just go faster.
Right.
It's a shame that long shot doesn't save you more time in Forest Temple. Well, the hook shot is like the item, you know? And it only saves you like what? 10 seconds?
It's actually really funny to me that we always think of hookshot as like one of the major items for Forest, because I've been doing a lot of like the random setting stuff recently, and in Entrance Randomizer, hookshot in Forest is pretty useless. You basically only need it to get in.
But you're saving some climbing up, which is like, it's
Right.
really slow. Like climbing up is really slow compared to just hookshotting on the very top, and that's gonna happen like at least twice. So I don't want to throw numbers, but that must be around 10 seconds, and 10 seconds is really big.
Now, if they made ladders in this temple hookshotable, that'd be great.
That's not
But
a
unfortunately,
thing, sadly.
yeah. Also,
10 more
unfortunately,
shoes.
What the Hell's just wasted all of their long shot savings time by not being able to shoot the eyeballs. So that's that gone.
No, it was faster than it looked. And as you can see, he's using arrows to kill the skulls. That is really good.
Is that faster?
Yeah, obviously. Arrows barely have any travel time. They're just lightning speed. They hit immediately. If you fail, you can reshoot again. When you use the hook shot, it has a travel time. If you fail, you have to wait for it to come back. And the travel time of the hook shot is actually really slow. So in some situations, like if there's no step between you and a chest, you will almost always be slower hook shotting it.
So, yeah, sorry, while you were saying that, what the hell's got the... I have no idea why this happens, and I keep saying this today,
What did
but
he do?
he did the thing in Forest where you lower the water in the well, standing on the switch, and then as he went to move off the switch, he pressed it. I don't know why that switch can even be pressed and unpressed. Like, there's no reason for that to happen, but...
It's pretty dumb.
It's good that it can be unpressed, but you should like need to step off of it first before re-stepping on it. Like the real problem is that you can still be on it, just step, and it presses again, which feels wrong.
And there is all the time save that the long shot gets from what the hell's finished. Now it's just pushing blocks, baby.
Oh. What the hell skipped the waterfall, right?
Yes.
And Kariossa's climbing up. What was it? Oh, more tubes.
Oh, more choose.
Just the 5-pack, but
you know what?
between the scrub and the 5-pack there, that's enough for Kariossa.
17 shoes. You don't need a bomb bag.
Oh, got the river hint.
Well,
and
Yeah,
save.
that's the river hint. Maybe going across to do Dampe now. Don't need to go back into lake. So
Which suggests bottom of the well before river.
maybe it could be. This could be the fastest way to river.
It probably is.
But
I
I don't
see a way.
Think about scale.
If
Yeah,
you
the
got
thing.
both as way of the hero, I don't see a way you walk past the well with storms.
If you could take a big gamble and be like, you know what, I don't have a bomb bag yet. I found some bomb bag locked things. Maybe the well has a bomb bag. That's all it's got.
Right.
It's a gamble, but it's a logical gamble that you can make in your head.
Right.
It's
Chat
just
also pointing out that, while we know that logically he needs the scale from the river, he can just chicken jump and go and get ZL. So.
Oh my god!
DMC way of the hero.
Remember I joked at Sun Song being way of the hero? Holy shit!
I think it was you.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so what I would find weird about going to the well is that he has everything to get ZL. So I would just delay it.
Wait, Dampe? What the? Did Dampe?
That was Stone of Agony.
Okay.
I didn't even see it.
Blended in.
I thought
I had no idea.
I'm like, hang on.
The same gray.
This is a fucking swindle.
The
Oh,
tongue.
he is going to bottom of the well, it looks, or at least opening it.
Yeah, we'll see if he chooses to go in. I think he might.
I
find it weird.
Yeah, doing it before getting ZL is a strange one for me.
Right, when ZL is available, you get ZL.
Yeah.
Does he not know about the cuckoo jump? There's no way.
No, there's no way on earth
He
Kariossa doesn't know
absolutely
you can do
does.
the cuckoo jump.
Yeah. From what he's shown so far, like
Yeah.
he can do anything.
Unless Kariossa is related to Anju and has an allergy to chickens, I don't think it's going to be the case. But no, they're going in. They're going in. So what the hell's no longer has, I would say, a disadvantage in doing the well. And yeah, doing it before ZL is an interesting call.
Might as well just save time since there's a few checks you can't do and you might not need to do them.
Is that saving time or is that just adding risk?
The thing I think would be interesting here is if Kariossa bails after seeing the bomb bag, which I could see happening here. If you see a bomb bag here, you know that
you come
available.
You come all the way to well to bail after finding the bomb bag. I'm not sure.
Nah, you want the scale.
Because right now, the two Way of the Heroes that Kariossa has seen and not got anything in are Bottom of the Well and Zora River.
Alright, well, Kariossa confirming that the bow isn't Way of the Hero. And what the hell's... does have their letter, so when they find their boomerang, can just go directly to Jabu, don't pass go, don't collect 200. But when will they find their hammer? Because that is something you can skip. That is easily something you can skip.
Yeah, but as soon as you have ZL, you're gonna do like a quick rush for songs.
Right.
Yeah, I
Make
guess.
songs in the graveyard,
Yeah,
play
if
your
you're
turn.
if you're still looking for Requiem,
What's
Right.
happening in Kariossa? Oh, okay. Pressing too many buttons.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen that happen. Is like you throw the boomerang, you side hop left, and it still goes to the right. I find it extremely annoying.
See, I always find the boomerang is really awkward with that in the Baronade fight, where like some of the tentacles are really bad for it. Where you'll throw the boomerang and it'll suddenly just go like backwards, and you're just like, sorry, what?
Yeah, boomerang does his things.
and there's the bomb bag for Kariossa. Doesn't have much left to check in the well at this point.
Right.
And there's the one key they needed to get into this final room.
It might
Nice
be a
rupee
little
count.
Scary.
ZSR,
You don't
nice
have a
win.
key until the very last one you check.
Yeah,
You don't have a key. You don't know if that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
but what that does do, it means
Really?
that if you have to dip back into the well, there's only 4 chests left, and 3 of them are keys. So in this case, there's only 2 chests left, and 2 of them are keys, unless the basement is a key.
Well, if all your keys are ZL locked, then it wouldn't be 4 checks left. It would be 6 because you wouldn't be able to get the 2 in these doors either.
Well, no, yeah, I'm saying like if that was the case, in this instance, it's not the case.
Right. It
Oh,
would be
toxic,
it would be
don't
3
look.
keys in 6 as opposed to in this situation. I guess it's going to be 1 in 4.
Can't remember what this chest is.
It's another key.
Here's another key. Fair enough. Well, in that case, yeah, still a few items in the well to go back for, potentially. But we have not seen another bomb bag, so the increasing likelihood that it is just Way the Hero for bomb bag is increasing.
Did you both just see Kariossa's file names there?
No, I saw
Yeah.
Kariossa something.
River Way of the Hero.
Oh man. Also, shout outs to climbing out of the well. One of the
Yeah.
worst things you can possibly want to do. Feels bad.
So why did he do that?
Get the skull. I mean, I guess the fastest way to river here is
Mhm.
going back out the well.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but just Nocturne.
Is that faster? Is Nocturne faster than a climb? I guess
there's
not.
also
I
a
guess
save
Nocturne.
warp
Yeah,
before.
Nocturne must be faster than a save warping and climbing up.
Plus the climb. Like,
Right,
It
yeah.
has to. I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone time that, please.
I'm feeling a brain fart from their end.
We see.
Oh, that's the
picking up-
fastest kill I've ever seen on that sculpture in my entire life.
We saw what the hell's picking up the Kakiri sword there, which Kariossa does have, but is using up sticks and chews to kill the skulls instead of
Yeah.
equipping it.
I mean, I guess now that it's found the bomb bag and you've got the Kakiri sword, who cares, right? Waste all your
Yeah.
resources. Don't give a fuck.
It's actually a good option. Like he is saving equips, so
Mhm.
it's good.
Right, chews are fast. Definitely no complaints on that one.
Yeah, B, I
Yeah,
actually
very
just caught
famous.
myself saying it wrong. So,
Hook shot
sorry,
strat. Yeah, did you see the hook shot strat on the Poe?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's what I used to
Super
do.
scary. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's what I used to do on the not that one, but on the other two pose. I was pretty consistent at getting the hook shot, sort of the 5 for 5 hook
Oh
shot. It
yeah,
wasn't too
I was
bad.
gonna ask about that. Like I tried a few times and it just felt super hard. It keeps going to the right or to the left. You have to adjust and it's
Yeah,
super scary.
because the Poe will just go like, if you are too far to the left of the Poe, it'll move over to the right hand side and vice versa. So if you just stick to the center of the Poe, it doesn't actually move. So it's all about that first shot, really.
Dang, I need to step up on that. I think the first person I ever saw do that was Monstrous. So apparently it's just like the UK strat now. I need to step up.
Oh man, monstrous! I haven't heard that name in a long time.
I'm not too sure if it's fast though. I haven't seen any timing, so I wouldn't be able to tell. But
I think
it doesn't feel very fast.
what I
It's
heard
not.
at the
It's
time-
definitely not faster than Bigoron Sword.
right. What I heard at the time was it's about even with a good Master Sword fight, and it's
Yeah, but you're
definitely
not
slower
getting
than
any
Big
closer
Goron.
to the chest.
Right.
So that's the big deal.
Yeah, I definitely like it for the last one. Sorry, the third one, I should say, the third Poe. But I'm not sure about the two before it.
I just like it for swag.
Because it looks good. Oh, Kariossa throwing the chicken here. That's a mistake. You can make the jump to where the water is.
So we didn't get to do this last time because we were roboting the fuck out. But Arthur, would you like to explain in about 30 seconds your one cycle Phantom Ganon strat?
Oh yeah, it's not mine, but it's
Well,
pretty
not yours, but the
branchless.
one that
Yeah.
I've been seeing on your stream recently.
So what happens is that if you try to use ranged weapons such as a bow or a hookshot on Phantom Ganon, he is going to have a little bit of an animation that would usually tell you in a casual playthrough that this is not working. It's very similar to what happens on Twin Rova. And during that little animation of this is not going to work, he is actually vulnerable. So if you can slash him right after shooting an arrow, you will stun him exactly as if you just won the tennis point. So you could use that, getting a couple damage, and then do it again and finish him off without even playing tennis at all. And
Right,
it's very hard.
the way I've seen it done is it sounds weird to refer to it in cycles, but it ends up being like a kind of 3 cycle of jump slash as it's getting up, jump slash as it's getting up, jump slash kill.
You
I think
stun
it's the
him twice.
The third jump
It's like
slash kill, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's like you shoot 2 arrows. It's like shoot an arrow, slash, jump, slash, crouch stab. Shoot an arrow, slash, jump, slash, and then 2 crouch stabs.
Right.
Oh, what the hell's not getting the 2 cycle either? Are we going to get to see
that's 5
Rainbow
hits, right?
Rainbow Phantom Ganon? Let's go. Oh, never mind.
No, we're just getting actual.
Pits and press. Okay, Kariossa is getting a very long shot. Oh,
missed.
my bad. He is not.
Missed the dive. All those little time saves wasted by missing the dive.
So the interesting
Feel
thing here
bad.
is, though, at the end of all of that, What the Hells has finally has caught up with Forest. Kariossa has caught up with everything What the Hells did in that time.
Mm-hmm.
And the difference is that Kariossa's about to go into the next dungeon with a hammer.
Yeah,
What
that
the
is
Hells doesn't have.
Yeah, the key difference here is definitely the hammer. It's very, very easy to find and is right next to a song check, which might be coming for a Requiem, but it is a big advantage for Kariossa to not have to worry about that.
Right. They've basically synced up in terms of progression, but Kariossa has an extra item and is maybe probably not even a minute ahead, but ahead.
I worried there that Kariossa had forgotten that it was domain, but they'd actually just forgotten a fish.
I think, is the letter the only bottle that Kariossa has?
I don't know, because there was one on top of DC. I'm just not sure if they got it. I know What the Hell's got it. And just like that, What the Hell's is on the way. So we're going to have a pretty much synced up Jabu here with the Kariossa about a minute ahead.
Yeah,
That can't be faster toxic, surely.
Oh, it
There's
might
an
be
argument.
closer than
Actually,
you think it
yeah,
is.
maybe.
If it's one bottle, that has a good shout. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's about 5 seconds.
Yeah, toxic.
Thinking
You could
about
try death warping too. Like there's a circle of rocks, or even like fish has a collision with chews, so you could chew on a fish, and then ocarina buffer until you die. Might be faster than the song.
I kind of like the idea of doing that, just so that you can argue that death by fish is your fastest route to play.
Yeah, a fish is nice. Unless it jumps over your chew and it was your last one, but you know.
Kariossa forget to pick up Ruto?
I don't know.
Kariossa
No, I think
just went
Kariossa
into the
just went
tunnels?
straight through. Like, cool. I don't need Ruto. Let's go. This is Master Quest, Jabu, baby. No, not quite.
Yeah, maybe getting used to like doing the first check without anything. Not getting the skull?
Did Kariossa hand in 10 skulls? Because I know they had about 15. Yeah. Right, they did. Okay.
Yeah, grabbed the 12th one just outside, went in, picked up 10, and then I think grabbed the 13th before going to River. And maybe a 14th.
But I wouldn't be surprised if What the Hell just catches up, like, almost to Kariossa throughout Jabu.
Yeah, I think they'll catch up a little bit. I mean, there's not too much to catch up on in Jabu, if you think about it. It's relatively clean up until sort of big Octo territory.
I was going to say, I think the one fight that has the biggest time save in Jabu that kind of flies under the radar a little bit, I think a lot of people don't realize just how much time there is to be lost, is the last tentacle with the 4 berry around it.
True that.
Where the fast strat is, as far as I know, the fastest strat is to use the Deku Nuts to stun them, kill the tentacle, and then basically kill all of the berry in one go with chews or crouch stabs, whichever you got.
Yeah, explosives are fast, but it's an extra equip, so it really depends. If you can stack them up and like get more than one with a few slashes, I don't really know. But I think what you guys are underestimating is how technical it is to go fast while carrying Ruto. It's almost the same situation as having chicken overhead. You can't roll, so even if it's a super small distance, backwalking is crucial. And if you can put in more and more backwalk, then that tiny bit of movement can make a big difference. And you might not be using the fastest fight strats, that your movement might just make the difference.
Oh, we already have testing going on from our comments earlier, by the way. What the? Now out here doing work. Save warp out of bottom of the well faster by about 5 seconds compared to Nocturne.
Now, I have to say, even though the hammer is really accessible, for every single check What the Hells doesn't get the hammer, Kariossa is one further check and room through Fire Temple, because they've got everything they need. And if something happens to be in Fire Temple, it's just going to cascade. So What the Hells needs to go straight to Graveyard, otherwise they start losing more and more time.
Oh, because you think Fire Temple is like the first thing you want to do after getting ZL?
Well, for Kariossa, 100%. That's like I think you just go and get that done, right? It's a medallion.
I don't know because
Although
it's
chat rightfully pointing out that it is foolish, so maybe wait to see if you get
Bolero.
Bolero
If you
from
pick up
like,
Bolero, I think you go and do it.
yeah. No, fair point. I did forget that it's foolish.
Also, What the Hell's actually lost quite a lot of time because he got the shabomb, the bubble stuck in the ceiling. Which
I fucking hate those things.
it just
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
that's
happens
evil.
sometimes that it gets stuck in the ceiling and you have to look at it before it'll come back. But yeah,
Thinks it's Gomer. It's like, I ain't gonna come out until you look at me, and it's just a bubble. What a lame imitation.
so what the hell's leaving Ruto behind in the boomerang chest room?
Oh, Kariossa, that was a wild banana. Going rogue there.
Yeah, pretty clean rune, to be honest.
So that's something I'm always curious about. Is leaving Ruto behind in Jabu actually better or worse than just back
I
walking
have
around?
no clue.
I think it's just really close.
Yeah,
Depends what you do in both strats. Like, if you can put in a whole lot of backwalks, then it makes leaving her, it just nerfs leaving her. But if you can't, then like having the opportunity to roll and cut your corners while watching them arrive is going to be excessively strong. It depends what you do on both. But that's why like having a video for timings is so crucial,
right.
because you want to see what's been used.
Alrighty, well, Kariossa starting the big Octo fight, and What the Hell's has to jump down. There was a bit of time here as well because Kariossa picked up 2 more skulls, which I didn't see the number, but if I'm not mistaken, it's up to 16 for Kariossa. It might be 17.
I don't really know what the hell's is, but we'll see it now.
And yeah.
16, yeah, so about the same.
Also,
There we go.
Yeah, 17.
Identical skulls.
Wow.
I mean, I guess they haven't really done anything different to one another. If you think about it.
Yeah.
They've
just
done
a
it
big
all in
Octo
different
fight.
order, but... Also, I think What the Hell's has definitely saved time in Jabu.
Mhm.
Yeah, a whole lot.
Right, it was a couple of rooms difference going in, and now it's a big Octo fight, basically. Which, to be fair, isn't the fastest thing. Like, even if you get... I mean, there's not many ways to mess up the fight at this point, but that death animation is quite slow.
Does Kariossa... Oh, Kariossa is potentially losing 10 seconds here.
Yeah, grabbing a crate. Oh, I wonder if we'll see What the Hell's equipped shoes as well. I know that that's something he's done a few times with the room before Baronade.
Oh yeah, because he hates the boomerang switch stuff.
Yeah. So he has I like the setup. I think the setup for it is great.
Yeah. It's quite slow though.
You can get it with you can just hit that with a slingshot, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
fairly sure you
it's
can just...
super surprising, by the way.
It's a kind of precise position for it, but it's it's not a precise position. It's a narrow. It's a narrow angle, but it's stand in the corner.
Kariossa has missed the switch, so does have to do the
Kariossa?
whole climb.
It's going to lose a lot of time here. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
there's something that he's been doing throughout the dungeon is kill the golden Skulltula with 2 boomerang hits, while What the Hell changed his equips at some point to have the slingshot, and it just made killing golden Skulltula so fast.
yeah. Changed it after the bubble room. I noticed he bought the slingshot out there, so...
Right.
And there we go, we are really close to one another here.
I think Kariossa pick up the skull in that room as well?
Yeah.
So I think is
He
a
did.
skull and a hammer ahead, but otherwise this is neck and neck pretty much.
Well, fair play
Neck
to
and
a
neck.
essentially perfect Baronade by Kariossa there. Oh, I heard the clink on what the hell's screen, but just manages to hit Baronade. That clink is horrible. It's like, no, I fucked up.
Get shielded.
Amazing fight on What the Hell side as well. That was just two really like What the Hell's like
Whoa.
even had the kind of I don't know if it I assume there's a level of RNG to it, but Baronade's movement worked out really nicely for What the Hell's as well.
I think you can kind of control the movement.
Yeah, I
You
Not-
feel
can
like it's
100% control it.
Yeah.
You can
It was
control
the
it entirely?
worst warp
Okay.
entry. Both of them had like a really, really obnoxiously bad warp entry, but it's okay. Okay, so we're going to see what their choice is after getting Zelda's Lullaby. Which, to be honest, I have not many ideas. I think DMC is an okay destination.
I would guess the first check would be the song in the graveyard.
That's true. What would you be expecting?
I think if you're still looking for Requiem, I think you go and get the graveyard check.
I mean, you have
Right.
everything to go to Requiem.
I think
Yeah, you've got everything, but if you can avoid going to the desert and get a song, I think that's much better.
I think you do it anyway as well, because you can do the fire check while you're there, so you use Dins, get the check, get the song. If it's Bolero, in Kariossa's case, you can go straight to fire. In What the Hell's case, you can check the Sun Song grave while you're there, get a hammer, and
Sun Song.
I think if you get
Oh,
as
yeah,
well,
What the Hell's isn't even... So What the Hell's is going straight to graveyard, not even going adult, just straight graveyard.
Alright.
Getting Dampe almost certain... Please don't forget the Sun Grave. For the love of Christ, I know I've done it enough times.
Yeah, this is smart because they don't have... Oh, they do have a fire source, so it's not smart. What would you go as, child? If not for
Potentially...
Dampe.
Well, Dampe... What the Hell's hasn't got Dampe.
And
They haven't
Night-
got... I don't think they
Wow.
got Nighttime Cax Skulls.
I
Okay.
think you're right. I think you're right, yeah.
So they could finish 20 skulls, get Dampe. The
Go back
well
to
is
the
an
well?
option. I think the
Yeah,
well
I was
is a...
thinking about the well.
Yeah.
Personally, I think that's a bad call. We have not seen another bomb bag.
I do think What the Hell's will, if What the Hell's is considering bottom of the well right now, I think that will change picking up the hammer anyway. Even though fire is foolish, it's one less progression item that you're looking for. You
And
want
lots
to
of
push your
songs.
density at that stage.
Alright, Kariossa, where are you going? So, yeah, Kariossa also going to pick up the song. Song of Time, that's disgusting. So, here's the question. We don't have Requiem and
Hates
don't...
GTG.
So by
do they go to Ice?
Wow.
I-
For what?
don't think it's worth it at all.
You don't... Right, so here's the thing. You don't know where the songs are. Ice is... You've got Fountain, and you've got... Obviously, Fountain is a new ZL locked check. You've got Ice, which is all ZL locked. You've got a song in there which could be Requiem, which could be required for Child Spirit. But then, obviously the songs could be garbage, but we don't know.
I think the issue with Ice is it's so Domain is foolish, so we're not so we're not getting King Zora. So it's 2 checks in Fountain. They can peek the other one, but they can't get it yet. And then it's 4 checks in Ice and a song that doesn't really do all that much at this point. You know, if it's Requiem, that's great, but they can get there anyway.
Yeah,
So-
but it still might be needed.
It could be. But I think
child spirit could absolutely still be needed. That's
I think
the
at
only
this
song.
point, prioritizing the song isn't as relevant as prioritizing check density, looking for strength 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Strength 2, then they can go to spirit and check for certain whether Requiem is needed or not, or almost for certain, I guess, because they could.
Did you guys see chat mentioning Dipping Shadow?
Yeah, Dipping Shadow is definitely smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to.
I'm a big fan of dipping dungeons, especially if there's no efficient way out of the early checks. In Shadow, those first 2 are so slow to walk out of. There is absolutely zero harm if you're about to play a warp song. Play Nocturne first, dip in, check those 2, and warp away from Dead Hand Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good dip. Like, it doesn't hurt too much.
Alright, well, 20 dead, so nothing on that one. Where does What the Hell is going now? That is a save, but why is that a save? Oh, back into the well! We're going back into the well!
That save is really... No, I actually think that's great. The save here gets you to go and do the Lost Woods afterwards, so you can pick up the slingshot target, and then you could do Child Goron City, potentially, or go into River as a way back towards either Lake Hylia to get to the market again, or through the river to get to the market again. I think the big thing is Child Goron City at this point. It's just a child cleanup.
Yeah,
I'm not feeling child cleanup.
How many checks actually is this? There's 1 key in the 4 checks here, so it's 3 items in Bottom of the Well, 3 in Goron City, and then
I don't know.
Target in the Woods.
I looked at Kariossa screen. I was like, "Oh shit, Ruto's letter." I was like, "Oh, man."
Again.
Oh my god! All right, so that's the last key. So every other item in the well is an item and not a key, which means unfortunately you have to kill Dead Hand.
Okay, big moment of I don't know what to do on Kariossa's screen.
That's the prescription, so that's garbage.
Yeah, this
That was
is
claim check, right?
This is an Ice Cavern play, isn't it?
Sorry, yeah, claim check. No, you're right.
It gives you a free fairy in a bottle.
All right.
That's the last bottle? Yeah, okay. So Kariossa is going towards ice. I find this intriguing. I feel like I'd want to go towards GT.
Hey, it's his Deku shield. You can crouch stab.
Oh, that's
beautiful.
Such good timing. Oh my god.
I mean, I don't think that's what he wants, but you know what? You take what you're given.
But
life gives you lemons.
Fighting Dead
kill
Hand
Dead Hand.
without crouch stabs is awful. It is miserable.
Oh yeah, big suck, but... Alright, Dead Hand. Was the dip back into well worth it? I'm gonna say no.
Probably not.
Oh, come on, it's hover boots.
Alas.
That's a no.
Alas.
Oh, and it's a warp away as well. That save was... I don't know what the save was about.
Not sure why you'd walk back to... Maybe they want to keep the shield?
Maybe.
I don't really know why.
I can't imagine.
Shield and claim check?
Yeah, I guess well, he knows the bigger one's dead, so...
All about that 12 heart container. Yeah, you've got to just make sure. 11, too risky. 12, perfect.
Okay, so yeah.
He is going to Goron City.
Yep, Goron City, do the slingshot game. Meanwhile, Kariossa doing my preferred choice here of Ice Cavern.
The thing is, I think for the amount of time commitment, Goron City of Lost Woods to Goron City is actually, I think, better density at this point. If you consider Ice Cavern is, I'll say 6.5 checks, probably closer to like 6.8, 6.9. You can peak we'll say 6.9 because that's, perfect.
Hey, nice.
What the Hell's is only getting 4 checks, but they're a much faster 4 checks.
Oh, I don't know. Goron City is not fast at all.
Compared to
sucks.
Ice Cavern?
Compared to Ice, yeah, of course, but I hate Goron City. It's
Yeah, everyone does, but
I-
it's not a good reason to put it in like Child 3, because like, let's be honest, Child 3 is always last location.
Yeah. Like, I would argue that the Goron City stuff that What the Hells is doing here will take about half the time that Ice Cavern will.
What is that? What was that on the right-hand side? Strength! Is that strength?
That
I don't know.
It's strength
It
2!
is strength.
It's strength
That
2
is
on the
strength.
iceberg!
Iceberg is so OP.
Called it! I called
Iceberg, forest basement,
Oh
If
my
only you
God,
could
just
climb
something.
rush ice.
You can't even get on it, it's too far away. There we go. There is strength 2. Now, do
This
you
is
go
like-
any
Now
further?
what?
This is the most season 3 seed I have ever seen.
Alright, Papa D. Papa D with some nuts.
Also,
Goron
yeah,
City.
now I absolutely leave Ice Cavern.
Maybe just save in there.
Maybe.
Oh, that's
Save in Ice Cavern. Oh.
that is risky, but I like it.
Ah, man.
I wouldn't do it, but it's spicy.
That is top tier disgusting, but I love it.
Save in Ice Cavern. Go and fight the Gerudo guards. Like, get your membership card. Go through the desert. See if you're locked and need Requiem. And if you do, reset to Ice to look for Requiem. That's I think it's a little too much to reset away, but I like the plan.
And I don't know, copy your save and do another one that saves in GTG.
Safe. Oh my god. What is this? Majora's Mask?
Perfect.
I don't know if that's allowed, so
I think it is. It's
I hope it's not.
incredibly rare.
It
that
is
will
in
matter.
Majora's Mask.
I
It is, damn.
yeah.
That doesn't feel fair to me, but
In
we'll
Majora,
let
it
the
makes a
judge.
bigger difference than it does in this. In this, it's perfectly allowed, but pretty much never useful.
If
At the
you're
end of the
still
day,
using it,
It is a
people will
completely
follow.
valid game mechanic. Like,
Yeah,
there's
but
nothing
one
wrong
file
with
is
that.
One file, you know, like
There was
Nah,
a discussion.
one file.
Nah,
There
fuck
was-
it. It's good. It's completely valid. It's part of the
There was-
game.
There was a discussion. It came up on Discord the other day. A discussion about this of situations where it might matter, and there was exactly one situation that people could remember where it was actually the right play, and that was no light arrow hint, go mode in GTG. Oh, I think it was for Raws in GTG. So they for Raws back set for saved, picked up, copied their save.
Yeah, I see
Picked
what-
Oh, was it ice?
What the?
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Rush Ice Cavern!
That is harsh.
Oh,
The
I'm not.
child cleanup is gonna cost so much.
I'm
Oh,
not saying
man.
rush ice, but
So the
rush
big thing,
ice.
the big thing I really want to say here. Also, I'm gonna like shameless sell out on my end here. This is one of the things we spoke about on the podcast at one point. Was where to take risks and how to metagame effectively. And one of the things we said was that if you think you're the worst player in terms of execution, don't go for like a crazy gamble. Don't go, oh, my opponent will have done GTG, so I'm going to go to water. Like, that's not an efficient play. If you think your opponent will have done the best thing first, do the second best thing. That feels like what Kariossa is doing here. This is like an educated risk. If you think GTG is the biggest check density here, ice is the next best play. You do ice. This makes perfect sense as an underdog play to me, and it's paying off spectacularly.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
just.
I don't know. You could also think like you don't have hover boots. Everything in adult, like behind Rudo's letter, is locked by Zelda's lullaby. So it's actually like your deepest sphere to go check for new items, and it's almost the same density as the rest. Child cleanup is good because then you don't last location something and it's safe for 1v1, but it doesn't really yet feel like it was optimal. But I see what you mean.
I mean, yeah, what the hell's did 4 checks. Kariossa is doing a total of 7, but hasn't finished those 7, whereas what the hell's has finished the 4. I think GTG is the big thing I would say for density, but yeah, it's also risky because then you're leaving behind the strength 2 checks, and that's also very slow because it means fighting the guards. Whereas if you pick up Requiem and Ice Cavern, you can just dodge all of that potentially.
True that. And talking about very slow, we can see Kariossa storing drown jumps facing where he wants to go. That kind of triggers me. But it's alright. It's not too bad. Like, it's a very, very tiny distance, but you end up covering it 3 times because you get pushed back by the bomb.
Right.
Okay,
It's
so
not
what
really, really bad.
what the hell's is going to ice? So in the grand scheme of things, not too far behind. But it is a lot to make up on execution if Iron Boots is just on the way.
And
Yeah.
right, and everything that What the Hells did in that child cleanup, you've got to assume at this point Kariossa is just not doing.
Vanilla Boots. Vanilla Boots, let's go.
No.
Oh my!
I
That
want
would
the
be
game
wild.
to keep going.
I'd scream if this is Vanilla Boots. Oh my god.
I'm gonna call now. If it's not GTG that has their
Ah.
evil Iron Boots.
Oh, it's not Requiem. Alright. It is not Requiem. Requiem could still be on Burning Cack.
Could be, yeah, very much could be.
And that could just be straight up required.
And what the hell, going straight to Ice Cavern?
Yeah. Siberion, if you're about, do you want to get us a bet open for the Iron Boots / Gold Scale?
I already was thinking about it. As you said already, Gold Scale is also in the play. So, what do we ask for?
Just put, where is the... I guess either is fine if it works.
It's fine. We do. Where is the go mode item? And if we find a scale, we wait to see if that's enough for water. And if it is, then it's that.
And if it's not, then the
Then it's Iron
bet
Boots.
wins. Yeah. That works. That works for me.
Yeah, so Iron Boots is a little bit more powerful than Gold Scale, is it?
Yeah, I mean, Iron Boots is guaranteed progression. Gold Scale is sort of risky because it's one check you can't do.
Right. Yeah.
Of course. Alright, so there's Strength 2. Now, does What the Hell's bail from Ice? Because that would be horrendous.
Oh, it might just be checking this, actually, yeah. Okay, if he's checking...
I cannot see that at all.
Not a clue, but it's not going to matter at this point.
I mean, no.
It can't...
Although, if it's the gold,
know
if it's
that?
the gold scale,
Okay, yeah.
sort of eliminates one of the options. Alright, let's get my bet in. I'm gonna bet treasure chest game.
Whoa, that's a cool one.
People have already bet all the things that I would have gone for. Like, I already said that if it's not in GTG, I think something's gone wrong. So,
The nice thing is that it can't be on horseback archery.
How can it not?
Because Fortress is dead.
True that.
Right.
Now, it would be quite funny if Wave the Hero in Gerudo Valley was not magic.
Ooh.
Right, yeah, Hammer Rocks
And
are
it's
still
actually just Iron Boots.
I guess, actually, that's a really interesting thing here, is the magic could just be in Ganon's castle, But if Kariossa doesn't find magic in Shadow here, does that push you more towards a play like that?
If you find, I mean, you're gonna go to GTG to go to, like, after Shadow, you just go straight up across the bridge to GTG, maybe dip it, but then you've got Spirit that you might want to finish. You're going to check the hammer checks, the hammer chests. So I think it's just going to be on the way. There's a bomb bag.
Of course.
And needless to say, that is bomb locked.
Yeah, slightly. It's actually interesting, now that you mention it, I think going across to Spirit immediately after this, both to check if you're locked and to see what song you pick up from the Requiem check, that's kind of a big thing there, because again, if that's Bolero, that will speed up your routing. Even if it's Minuet, that speeds up your routing to get to Fire later. And, you know, gives you that little bit of extra information. If you are locked by Requiem, that is important to know. You know, you need to prioritize. Not that you, I guess, can prioritize songs any more than at this point, but.
Oh, Kariossa! Oh, taking the big dunk. Get guillotined off the void.
And choosing to kill every single skull here is
Just probably just out of anger of anything. Oh my goodness, Kariossa getting guillotined to hell.
That jump into the guillotine there, I've actually done that too much, to the point that now when I jump off there, I shield as I jump.
Yeah, so if you target, you can shield during the jump. The way it works is that the hitbox of the guillotine is only active on the way down.
Right.
Alright, what the hell's... Let's see if you know all of the swag jumps for this room. Nice. Nice.
Perfect.
The double backflip.
Double.
But then can't do the jump slash until the third try. Oh.
It's alright.
It always feels like it always feels like that's how it goes. You get all the fancy stuff and then you mess up the easy bits, right?
Yeah, it's better than just not getting the fancy stuff and missing the easy bits.
Also, for people laughing at my pronunciation of guillotine, I say Kakairi sword. So, like, just if you're complaining about my pronunciation of anything, just get used to it. I'm always going to upset you.
Yeah, I'll actually flip between, like, guillotine and guillotine. I flip on too many.
I don't see why you guys would say guillotine, or you're putting it somehow French. But
I mean, I know it's guillotine because I know that's how it's pronounced. Like, I say guillotine because I brought up like an English common bastard. But at the end of the day, I know full well that it is guillotine.
Yeah, the standard English thing is just pronounce every word exactly as it's written.
What is Kariossa doing? He just got crushed intentionally.
Stopped.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I guess maybe to reduce the risk of if you miss the platform.
I guess
in the next section, you don't go all the way back to the left.
Yeah.
Maybe you're feeling a bit nervous.
I guess once you've voided once, maybe you want to be kind of cautious of it the next time. But
where on earth is what the hell's going? Are they unfreezing King Zoro?
Sure, no blue fire. It doesn't have blue fire.
Well, they've got 3 bottles.
Do you have an extra one? No. What?
Well, that was a trip.
What?
Why not?
When you suddenly remember
Okay, flicking shield. He's mad.
Yeah. And all the time, Kariossa lost, falling into the void. What the hell lost by visiting King Weep?
And domain is barren anyway, right?
Yep, it is.
Sweet.
Just to double down on that being a mistake. It's barren, and you don't have any more blue fire. Although I am convinced they do have 3 bottles, so maybe they still do have 1 in the inventory. I'm not sure.
Yeah, What the Hells has 3 so far, and hasn't picked up the big Goron one, unsurprisingly.
Ooh, there's Feroz Wind just when you want it, baby. I've seen that.
Exciting.
I saw that recently, like maybe 2 seeds ago. I saw that there.
I think I saw it recently on the Skull Pot, and I was mad. I was so mad.
It's not everyone checking that chest before going to that room.
Prime loca. Can you imagine checking that chest afterwards and it being Feroz Wind? How pissed would you be?
Interestingly, Infinite Quick Choose here is doing this with bombs.
Yeah, I mean, it saves an equip.
But you just equipped Feroz anyway, so...
That's true. And then you have to climb all of that.
And
which
equipped over the hook shot.
take back. So, does he know the ultimate tip for that next room?
No iron boots.
Doesn't look it. Doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't.
Didn't face left.
Place left?
Face left.
Oh, hey-ho. They got it anyway, pretty much. That's faster than I get it when I've got boots.
So-
Come on, chimp.
The way that one works, you want to line the camera left going into the room to make it absolutely free. You can still do it on the way in. You want to basically look into the left at the corner, and then it's basically hop right 4 times, take 5 steps back, hop right 3 times, backflip with a chew, and then hop right into the wall and backwalk. It's a lot easier to see than it is to say out loud, but...
I have a very different tech, but I will
really?
keep it secret.
Oh, make a video
And
first.
it's good to look left before opening, but it's
It's
yeah,
not Arthur good, you know?
no, it's good. It's good. It's just that
But not for the reasons that I'm saying.
why left and not something else?
Why left and not?
I'll be honest, I don't know the reasoning behind half the stuff I do. I've just been told, look left, and it works, and I do it.
You have to think about stuff like that. But anyway, let's keep going with what's happening on screen.
Shadow, void of boots, void of scales. Still looking for our last item.
And what the hell with very nice movement. He's been using some of those like side hops and backflips while picking up the very last silver rupee. It's small time saves, but it just shows that he's been practicing and he knows what he's doing.
Oh, the Din strat. Oh, beautiful. I love it. You love to see it.
I do not. Wasn't I know there was a timing video on that one, and it was like 6 different strats. And I think Din's came out as like the 3rd slowest.
Yeah. It was like 5 seconds off of what you could do good. I mean, I think the fastest one is just throwing 1 nut, which is like an upright, and the important thing is how high up on the wall the nut is going to collide.
Yeah, there's like
But
a
the
crack
thing
in the
is
wall
that-
that you can aim for. I remember.
Okay. The thing is, if you use 2 nuts, it's super easy. And come on, who is trying to save nuts?
Right, saving an equip,
So-
I can understand.
That's true.
But even then, I think I know. I guess aiming is an issue, but you can kill the first skull as you walk down, and then just like long shot the post at the back end of the second corridor.
Oh, that was timed, and it's actually not as fast as I thought it was. So
I think that one was also in
Sadly.
the timing video, and it was
yeah, it was definitely
okay. The issue with it is aiming.
true.
So how many minutes are we thinking What the Hells is behind Kariossa here? 4? 5?
Boat ride is like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's an entire boat
Maybe
ride plus the next few rooms.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
probably say around 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah.
4 or 5. I see 8 in chat.
I think 8 is a bit on the higher end.
Yeah, if you're from Southwest France or Southeast France, you might say too much.
I've had a lot of conversations with Alex about Rando, and the standard thing is that I will underestimate the time it takes to do everything, and Alex will overestimate everything. So the truth is probably that it's like 6 or 7.
1850.
I think if you're from anywhere in France, you're actually saying like it's like 3 years ahead because Kariossa's got this in the bag. Slam dunk. GG boys.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm reading chat and it says only 1 medallion dungeon
Yep.
in 2 hours.
There is a lot.
We're not too
there
far
is-
from second.
Oh wow, yeah, actually.
That's the thing. Like, Kariossa is a few minutes ahead, but there is still a lot of seed to play. So there is a good amount of execution for him to potentially lose to What the Hell's happened or gain, depending on how the next few temples go. And then we've got the big Iron Boots hunt, which of course could be anywhere at this point.
Gaining some time here, like mentioned earlier, opening that chest after doing the skull pot. So, yeah, What the Hells is going to be a little frustrated seeing that for us in there.
Yeah, that's
Gonna
that
hurt.
feels bad.
Also, yeah, for all of the dungeons that are remaining, they did find a lot of items one after the other. We are only 1 item from Go mode at this point, and there are 2 options on it, as far as we know.
Oh, What the Hell doesn't even know the strat, just waiting out.
That is quite sad. Like compared to how good he is, like it
What a
just makes
bird.
me sad.
I'm not
What
gonna
a
lie,
bird.
I'm also a little disappointed.
He is so good at so many things, and then like he just didn't take time, I guess.
Oh, too bad. So sad. Oh, that's funny. I'm interested to see. I can't remember if it was What the Hell's in that last match, but I remember there was some really, really interesting water routing, and that is
yes.
that is definitely something which should come into play here. With water being what is likely the last temple that we need to do, we could see a few minutes lost or gained, depending on water temple routing.
I know it wasn't the last race. It wasn't one of What the Hell's most recent races, but there was definitely one race. I think it was What the Hell's versus Engineer at some point, and both of them had what I can only describe as a catastrophic water temple. They both missed.
Oh yeah, it was
top
terrible.
goal,
Yeah, it
and
was
then
awful.
got the water level wrong to go and get it back later, so they had to reset the water levels completely.
Yeah.
What the Hell's ended up going towards the cracked floor that leads to the skull before realizing he'd taken the wrong path, and like you know, even the top players will get things wrong from time to time.
Yeah, it's one of the
Yeah.
funnest water temples I've ever seen in my entire life.
Just stress them out, and you'll see some funny stuff for sure. I mean, you're playing around 2-3 hours each time. Like, who's gonna do no mistake?
Right.
Okay, so GTG play by the looks of things for Kariossa, or at least making their way to Spirit, the vanilla way. We do have a lens. We could even whip up the lens for some vanilla desert crossing. I don't think we're going to see it, but
Oh,
So the
yeah.
one thing I like here as well is they picked up the Frozen Shadow. So you're going to be able to go into GTG. I assume you do the lobby chests while you're there. If you're entering GTG, you might as well get the first 2 checks in the main room.
yeah, 100%.
True.
But then just set for Roars, go and clear Spirit first in case your Scale Orions are on the way through. And then if you don't find anything, you can just Roars back over to do GTG.
I honestly might consider right side GTG as well at this point.
Yeah, but there's a good chance, like, if you find nothing in Spirit, is there, like, a strong chance that Requiem is on Requiem? Because otherwise, how do you get there as Child?
Well, look, it could be on Burning Cack. Spirit is the Spirit Medallion, so it could be the last temple we're required to do.
Right, I think you pick up the song while you're there anyway. Even if it's not Requiem. Like, if it's not Requiem, then it's faster access to fire at this point. Like, those are the only options.
Well, there's my theory gone. No iron boots on the hammer chest.
But also no double magic in Shadow, so probably sitting off in Ganon's Castle or something.
Oh, no.
Treasure chest minigame.
Minigame has been open for quite a bit, so if it's really that, then you're in the 1v1 from top. Oh, jumping without the shoe going.
Oh, Kariossa didn't get the hook shot, so is yeah, getting hit a little bit there.
I completely forgot what I was saying, but it's okay.
Treasure chest game being late in a
Oh,
1v1.
yeah. Then if you find out there's something there and it's been like more than 1 hour, you are able to do it, I think you're stressing out.
That is the last location we're seeing from both of these guys, let's face it.
Oh, you think so?
I mean, it definitely is from what the hell's full cleared Child?
Well,
Other than
true.
treasure chest
He's
game.
never like putting down that Master Sword ever
The
again.
other big thing is Kariossa now knows, and what the hell will know, that Valley is Way of the Hero for magic. So you know that your other magic has to be magic locked somehow. If that's not Ganon's Castle, where else could it be? Lens game is basically the only, I guess, Spirit. It could be because of Spirit logic, but there aren't that many options left.
Alright, is this just the lobby for Kariossa? Are they going to go further? 2 keys, and that's it. Gone.
And out.
Yeah, I like to do right side if I can. If I've got Song of Time, just ping through right side.
Song of Time just makes right side so dense. I agree with you.
I agree, but it's also then a save quit back out, where as opposed to just leaving on the spot or walking out if you're on a VC, I assume. I don't actually know which is faster there for VC. I know save quit is definitely faster on emulator.
I really don't know, but it would feel like resetting is a good idea. Okay, Wasteland by Night. Do you know Wasteland? Do you not? Let's see it.
Losers bracket round 7. I'm just saying, if neither of these guys know lensless wasteland at nighttime, I'm going to be really upset.
Yeah, it's one of those ones
Look
where
at that quick spin.
already right. It's one of those ones where there's knowing how to do it and then knowing it well enough that you can just do it. Kariossa knows how to do it, but is having to stop and check.
He also
And is
knows that
facing the
things
wrong
can
way.
go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a good idea is to know about, like, honestly, like, there are some setups by some people that usually do setups with hover boots that could get you there with just one backwalk.
Oh no, we know this is
Or-
dead. We know this is dead, Kariossa. It's a waste.
It's
Oh, true.
a Goron tunic.
It's a Goron tunic. I'm not sure where
Yeah,
that hint
I don't
was, to
think-
be honest.
I don't think they'll need a Goron tunic with 12 hearts, but there you go, at least.
Oh, he skipped the hints?
That's me. Oh, this climb feels awful. So he climbed out of well and out of the haunted wasteland.
Okay, so
Two
apparently
worst climbs
chat
in the
is-
game.
Chat is saying that he
Right.
might have not checked the hints because it was in Goron City, Medigoron, and
Right.
top of Crater.
Yeah, I do remember the DMC wall, and yeah, Kariossa definitely didn't get that one. And actually, yeah, like, Medigoron is one of those weird ones where I feel like a lot of people don't check it unless they have hammer. Oh, Kariossa's going to the crate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about it.
You,
I'm just
you,
kidding, it's
you elitist bastards, give him a break.
I'm just surprised.
It's okay, it's okay. I'm just kidding. Oh, he's got the cool time of day that the door is shiny.
That's fantastic.
I don't know when that happens. And why did he not get the shiny poles, but he got the shiny door? I don't know.
I feel the poles only lit up if you did the thing where you, like, climb in and out of the structure in the middle. Because I know that's one of the things saying about Night Wasteland. If you've done the first half of reversing and you get to the structure, just like, even if you know it's dead, just like back walking onto the ladder and climbing back out so that the. I always refer to it as lighting the beacons. Like, just all your beacons are lit, like it shows you exactly the path you're meant to take. It's perfect.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Alright, what's the song? Is it Requiem? Are we going to need to potentially come back here after the other 3 dungeons? Oh, it's Minuet. Alright.
That is probably the worst of the 3.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so if there's no keys on right side, also, what the hells is going further into GTG?
Oh, that's very interesting, actually. Yeah.
That is a bold choice.
And that's a weird route.
Right.
Why
Didn't go
not
over the
recoil?
firewall.
Yeah. It's okay, it's what the hell, he knows best, but...
I mean, that looked pretty fast to me. I ain't gonna
He has the roll over there.
pull shade on that one. Man, I can't believe he's going a left side GTG.
Do you think it's the kind of play of, like, I feel behind,
Oh,
so...
there was
I will
boss
just do
key.
that?
I don't think so. I think
Needs-
it's just density, but
Tell
density
you what.
over progression that's also quite dense feels odd to me.
Does he save time if he finds irons here? As in,
Yes.
like, because Kariossa will go to GTG regardless.
Right.
But
he
If
absolutely
there's
does.
no key here, because the first chest was the boss key.
Well, also he'll get to go mode spirit.
Yeah, that's a big deal. All right, do we need Child Requiem?
It's
No,
the
not
key.
yet.
And the boss key was in the other one, so odds are you're pretty safe.
Yeah. You need Irons to
Unless-
get Requiem, so I that's pretty much Requiem off the table at this point.
So that means that Iron Boots cannot be in Child Spirit. Does it mean that?
Yeah, it does.
Which is going to definitely throw some quirks in the rest of Spirit, because there are only a handful of places they can even be in Spirit at this point.
Yeah, Spirit logic. I'll leave that up to you guys.
I'll leave that up to Yoshi. I think Yoshi volunteered, so
Oh god.
Cool.
Yay.
it's alright, because Toxic will just tell us that we need to read a document and everything will be fine.
I
I bookmarked
Read
it.
that.
Oh, there they are! Oh my god!
There you go, then.
What on earth is what the hell is
So-
doing at GTG?
Siberian, the bet is done.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
bet already closed for about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And now I'm going to check who won.
Kariossa. Let's just throw it out.
But who won the bet?
Come on.
and this is exactly what we were saying, right? Is it's that kind of difference between if What the Hells finds it, then he can go mode Spirit, but if Kariossa goes to do the progression, he just gets to skip DTG entirely. As it was, Kariossa gets to skip DTG entirely, and I don't think there's any chance that What the Hells catches up now. You know, 3
There's
dungeons
no
worth of
chance.
execution, but
No chance. Unless Kariossa has engineer levels of terrible water. I think this is it. I don't think What the Hells comes back if he finds a scale. We've wasted too much time in GTG, which Kariossa just doesn't need to do,
right.
and still needs to do Spirit.
And everything we were saying about, you know, if What the Hells finds Irons or Scale, he can go mode Spirit.
Yeah. Well,
Kariossa
Kariossa
can
can
go
now go
mode
mode
Spirit.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they have boss key, so that's it. There's no way of coming back at this point.
It's sad. I don't like when it's at the point that we somehow know who's gonna win and not. I mean, it's
Yeah.
after 2 hours, so it's okay. But
Yeah, the closer the races, the better. But at the end of the day, like GTG, you have to sort of question that call when Spirit is just completely open to you.
I can see the strength of both sides, but I mean, I can see the strength of both sides, but I think personally I prefer the Spirit play there.
yeah, but GTG was definitely like the second best option you were
Right.
talking about earlier.
Yeah. And I think that was exactly it. It's like when we were talking, it's like, oh, you can go and do Spirit, which is progression anyway, and then if you don't find it, you can just go back to GTG with your Furore set there.
So here's the thing: GTG has been open since essentially the start of the seed.
Yeah.
Scale was way the hero in River, so
Yo, what the fuck
at
is
least-
Kariossa doing?
at least a third, or maybe less than a third, of GTG couldn't have been Gold Scale. Because that would have been open before Way of the Hero Scale in River, right?
Right. True.
So that already eliminates some of GTG from being what you need it to be.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, yeah, you're absolutely right. Hadn't even thought about it, but well, saying that, What the Hells has enough keys that it's looking like most of GTG at this point.
So again, for the bets, we have no one who bet the correct room. But we have for the premium bets, one who at least voted Spirit. The rest were wrong checks within Spirit Temple. Or Shadow
Oh,
Temple.
boo! Brodies, you cop out. Betting an entire temple.
Yeah,
With 14
best so far in this
items
case.
in there.
And for the normal bets, We have only one who bet something in Spirit Temple, but in the wrong floor.
So do we say everyone loses?
Oh, the ground jump strat.
Nice.
Feels good. No, you don't have to come back to GTG anymore. Just hop right over the fence.
Is that the entire reason that What the Hell's did GTG here? It's nothing to do. Nothing to do with like. We'll ignore that Feroz exists. We'll ignore.
Really hates that bridge raising, the gate raising animation. So, oh man, I don't want to see that again in my life. Got to clear GTG. All right, now hear me out. If Kariossa forgets check in Fire Temple and goes deep fire, or for whatever reason doesn't know Pixel Shot and then goes deep fire,
Did he not get Scarecrow?
no.
He did part 1, but not 2. But he's also about to go
Okay.
to water. And actually, that's even better for. I guess no. Actually, never mind. Ignore me. I was about
That's
to say
almost
about the
10
Feroz.
minutes of difference between them two right now. Like, it's a whole Spirit Temple. So
It's an
even though
entire
it's go
Spirit
mode,
Temple.
It's a whole Spirit Temple where part of it is go mode, but yeah.
Oh, true.
It's-
So it might be like 5 minutes. I don't really know.
It's gotta be longer than 5. If What the Hell's left Shadow 6 minutes behind, there's no way he saved a minute by doing GTG. No way in hell
Yeah, fair.
has he saved time.
So yeah, it's sort of close to 10. I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Overall, probably, yeah.
Fire and water, can it happen?
So I guess the thing you'd be looking for in water is for one of them to do the compass chest first. And like, if you're looking to close that gap, okay, Kario's is going to the compass chest, so you want What the Hell's to skip
no
this.
Feroz wind?
Oh yeah, that's true actually.
Nah, saving it for GTG in case they really want the scale. Or they're like, hang on,
What?
double defense might be in GTG, boys. Let's leave it in there. Not feeling Ganon today. Alright, how awful is water and fire going to be? They're the temples that you can save the most time on with go mode. Are they both going to be absolute catastrophes?
They do have a Zora tunic, do they?
I can't remember what the Zora tunic was.
I think it was early.
Yeah, it was very early.
It was Deku Tree. It was the
Right,
only
Deku
thing in the Deku Tree.
Yeah.
Where were the irons? They were just on the mirror, the floor master room, right?
Yeah, the adult climb.
Which is gonna be after that room with the boulders.
Yeah. Oh well, there's boss key. So
Ouch.
didn't even need Zelda's lullaby for this water temple. Shout outs to all of that time getting ZL. Don't even need it.
Oh geez, actually, I was just trying to think about this, and you technically needed ZL to beat water because you needed strength 2 to get the iron boots and the strength 2 in the fountain. And that's the only reason that ZL was needed, which is
to get across the boat and to get strength 2 is
like in terms of water, that is the only reason it was needed, and that's kind of ridiculous when you consider how early everything else has been and how likely it is to be for key logic or something along those lines.
And that's only if you assume that strength 3 isn't in chess minigame, you know? just saying.
It could be somewhere
else.
Just
saying, strength could just be on treasure chest minigame. And then you only need to do 4 major glitches to get hovers without it, and then it's all good. This should be, I think this is the last key for Owners. A little bit more spirit to do before we can go mode it. And that's Kariossa done with Water Temple.
So now do you play Prelude for the 50-50 chance of getting Bolero? Or do you just play Minuet and go to Fire? I'm only half joking with that question.
I mean, you could quickly save quit. Yeah, it's us prelude or save quit and just get this checked. You either save 45 seconds or you waste 15. You know, I don't think it's a terrible choice.
Oh yeah, I thought.
Oh wow, it's Requiem. Oh man, Bolero not wanting to be found. Jesus Christ.
I still love the flavor idea of like Bolero on Burning Cack. Just like, hey, our village is burning down, have this song about fire.
It's just massive irony, you know?
You know, all the villagers just have a really dark sense of humor.
With great tragedy comes great art. Or something philosophical. Alright. Is Fire Temple going to be really trolly? Kariossa notably did not pick up the Scarecrow. I mean, I'm very confident they know Pixel Shot, but if they don't...
I mean, I've seen more than a few random mains not know how to hook extend. So, who knows? But I would tend to think that he has this. No problemo.
Yeah. Pretty sure I've seen Kariossa do Pixel Shot in a different race as well, so...
I saw What the Hell Happened chill out in the Shadow fan room, so at this point, I'd know nothing. They could know everything and nothing, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, I definitely see him being like, yeah, I'll learn that some other day.
What the Hells is definitely the kind of person who has some incredible knowledge and some, like, gaps that you just wouldn't expect. It's like one extreme or the other. Kariossa, I think, is somebody who is generally pretty consistent with what they learn. And from recent performances, it looks like they've been learning a lot of new things lately.
Oh, you can hammer on the ground? I didn't even know that.
What? Wait, what? You didn't know that?
No, I was always crouch stabbing the middle platform for no reason.
I still don't crouch stab the middle platform.
I prefer
Oh,
crouch
yeah?
stabbing the middle platform just because then you can just crouch stab with the hammer to hit the actual flare dancer as well. I don't like jump slashing it.
True. That's why we do that.
To be fair, I think Fire Temple in general is just my weakness. Can't do quick kill Volvagia. I can't do. I don't do the crouch stab. Can barely get past the flame walls because I'm just a scrub.
I feel like I'm kind of the opposite. I'm not good at the flame walls, but I was laughing the other day because I've realized that I'm better at the Volvagia fight than I am at like the Volvagia quick kill than I am at the Goma quick kill. Like, I'll get the Volvagia on, like, you know, a good, like, 80, 90% of the time at this point. I'll get Goma maybe, like, 60.
Yeah, well, the thing is with Volvagia, there's so many ways to do it fast. You could do a 1-3-3 with bombs, which is pretty slow. It's a 3 pop out. You could use choose and get it to. I mean, you could kill Volvagia on the second pop out, but if you have Begone Sword, choose, and nuts, and you get lucky RNG, you could kill it on the very first pop out.
Yeah, no, when I say fast, I mean, yeah, just the 1-3-3, but...
Yeah, but yeah, Volvagia is a very versatile boss, and I think it's very interesting the fact that like you have 9 different scenarios that you need to adapt to.
It's great to watch people do fire efficiently. Get the Volvagia quick kill is really nice to see.
It's really hard too.
It's quite funny. I actually
hurry
think
up.
Fire is subtly one of the most interesting dungeons in Rando, but you generally don't see more than, like, half of it. So it kind of gets forgotten a lot. But like, everyone knows how boring Forest is for Rando, for example. Forest has very little.
I'm against that idea, but it's okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Forest, I think Forest has more optimization than people give it credit for, but it still has less than most of the other dungeons.
Yeah, it's not very interesting routing wise. I will give that.
But I think Fire just has a lot of like tiny optimizations in almost every room. Has something you can do to speed it up. You know, from things like the ground jump before you hover across the gap to the strength block, to, you know, if you get the keys in time, climbing from the other side of the bow chest so that you can just get that without shooting the eye switch. You just jump over the fence from the other side. Even tiny things like that.
Kariossa, what are you doing?
This glitchless jump when it's done.
Oh, that was funny. So he did the glitchless jump, but accidentally pulled out a bomb too fast. So instead of jumping, he then just stood there with a bomb in his hands. And then the bomb exploded on him. So he just got absolutely screwed by his own play. Oh, and he falls down!
No way! What are you doing?
Oh my god!
Oh no! So Fire has so many tiny optimizations and places where you can make huge mistakes that lose so much time.
Alright, what the hell? Come on, hurry up. You can do this.
Oh god.
But yeah, it's so sad that Fire Temple has only 6 items. Like, someone buff it, please.
Give us dungeon skulls. Like, I've been pushing for this for like almost a year, over a year now. Dungeon skulls in weekly settings. Do it.
But it
Make it
buffs
happen.
But it buffs everything. Like
But it buffs
that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing with Dungeon Skulls. It buffs all of the dungeons.
But it buffs dipping dungeons.
Yeah,
more.
but fire still remains the weakest dungeon.
No,
Water.
Jabu remains the
Water.
weakest.
Well, that's the thing. Like Jabu is.
And water, I guess. Jabu and water.
Yeah, like they just remain sucky dungeons, just with slightly more things in them.
I guess if you actually want to make fire better, it's Keezy. You change it to Keezy.
Nah.
That makes fire so much better.
I think fire's okay as it is, to be honest. I quite like Fire Temple. I think it's fun watching people decide to sort of go deep fire because it is pretty garbage.
It's
but
a commitment, yeah. It's interesting always.
well, there's the boss key. So Kariossa are going to rock up to Volvagia. See how we get on here.
Also, since it kind of came up in chat, I am just going to say, what?
Kariossa,
Kariossa
what are
is-
you doing?
Pressure. That pressure is getting there.
Is he feeling ahead?
I assume he thinks it's incredibly close.
How can he know that?
A lot of the items have been
Not
kind
jump
of...
slashing with the hammer?
A lot of the items have been right on their path. So Kariossa probably thinks that what the hell wouldn't have gone to GTG. Kariossa didn't go back into the well, but did go there for the bomb bag, so probably thinks that that either gained or lost time. Overall, you're like, do they full clear it? Like, you could wait to full clear, you could not go in there. Troll hold as well. Oh.
Oh yeah, does he know? Okay, that
I don't know if...
can go really wrong. Look at the health.
Yeah, no, that's scary.
He's gonna
not
take
gonna
a
be-
flight cycle.
That's not going to be a full. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good backup. Good idea.
I like, yeah.
Stun, put a few more. Really nice. That could work.
Oh. Got it.
Nice.
Nice recovery.
Okay, so not throwing that much. Kariossa was starting to choke, but then ended up being really smart on, like he saw that things were going south on that Volvagia and took the good choice, like bringing out shoes, nuts, knowing Bigoron Sword and the 24 health bar of Volvagia. That was really good.
Also, just because I want to make this point just quickly with the dungeon skulls. The one thing that I think would be funniest about all of it is seeing people trying to figure out the logic for Spirit with that skull before the child side iron knuckle. If you thought Spirit logic was bad before, oof.
I thought you were trying to convince us that it was a good idea.
Oh, it's great. It makes people have to learn the logic. No, I think the only issue with Dungeon Skulls is that the logic and Spirit. I think the AD chance goes up by like 2%. It's people overestimate that. The skull logic would be the big one. Spirit logic. But yeah, otherwise it makes dipping dungeons better and it makes Deku and DC slightly riskier because you need more items to clear them. Anyway. So, Kariossa is...
6 minutes away.
If you're Kariossa here, do you just run up and open the boss key chest and hope for a heart there, or do you grab the fairies under the bridge?
I think you just
Ooh.
sort of not die.
Yeah,
I know it
that's
sounds
what you do.
stupid. I know it sounds stupid, but
I agree.
Yeah,
you've
it's
got bigger on sword. Just
Yeah.
what
don't
I would
die.
do is
I
in
think-
this first set of stairs that he just passed by, you turn around, throw a nut, try to kill a few keys, but that's your fastest option.
I do think opening the boss key chest is a good idea.
Well, you get healed at Ganon.
Right,
And
you've got Iron Knuckles in between.
You've got Iron Knuckles, but you've got Biggoron swords, so they're free.
Okay, that's true, actually, yeah. No, that's a,
And
that's
even for oh, that was close. Even for Selphos here,
for comfort.
just do Marco swag and pull out light arrows.
Oh,
Oh, don't get hit by the
panic
fire.
mode.
Oh my god! Oh my god, he died!
Oh
I
no!
can't believe he died.
No way.
Oh no! The panic is
He's
set
on
in.
3
God.
hearts.
I just want to say, I'm not laughing at Kariossa, just the whole shtick of me saying, just don't die, and then he dies.
Just don't.
Right. You know, I
Oh my
imagine
God.
anyone who's done, you know, even like 5 to 10 randoms has been in this position where you're, okay, this is like the best I've done, this is my best time, or, you know, nobody's finished their race, and you're, the first time you get there, if you can tell me you get into that position where you're winning a major match for the first time and you don't panic, I'm going to tell you you're a robot.
Maybe you don't really know you're winning.
That you know that your opponent hasn't finished and you're on the ascent. Like, it's either you're winning or it is scarily close.
True.
I don't think I've ever felt ahead on a seed in my entire life.
I have
so
once.
He could take 1 hit here. He's not gonna take any hit.
Not risking, yeah. Also, yeah, I think I felt ahead in a seed exactly once. I entered Ganon's castle feeling really good. It was like a 30 skull seed, and otherwise, like, all great. Entered Ganon's castle, nobody had finished. Finished in 12th. It's always the worst. Always happens.
Okay, so it must be a super sweaty time for Kariossa. Let's remind that. That's what we're all having fun about. Like, he is an incredibly good player. And yeah, let's see how he does for the door fight, but he could still screw up quite a bit. And
That
be ahead.
was, yeah. It's interesting that Kariossa equipped the light arrows and then just saved and... Oh, what the hell is doing the hover? The hover ground jump.
Did it work? Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, Kariossa actually... Oh, 3 pauses? Okay.
Okay, so the interest of doing your equips there is that you can equip Master Sword and still have the jump slash from the Biggoron Sword store.
Right. But Kariossa paused outside to equip the light arrows and then saved and went in. Paused again inside to equip the bottle, but didn't equip the Master Sword. So this is 3 pauses where it could have been 1.
Yeah, he's under pressure.
Right, right. Yeah,
okay.
absolutely. Like, and I don't think there's any world where he goes to equip outside the room and then stops, other than realizing that, oh wait, it's more efficient to equip in the fight, I should do that. So he knows it, it's just, yeah, that pressure.
What the hell is picking up boss key? Who finishes first? What the hell's versus Volvagia or Kariossa versus Ganon?
Yeah, Ganon is gonna die first, I think.
Yeah, I'm leaning the same.
There's a long cutscene at the start of Volvagia.
There's a long cutscene at the end of Ganon, but there's also the walk up to Volvagia, and Ganon can do a lot less to kind of troll you or cause problems with the fight.
So prepare your questions.
I know we definitely have a few questions we need to ask here.
So Kariossa going for the last phase of the Ganon fight. Ganon is the very last boss of this game, if you didn't know. He now needs to put a few hits. I don't even know how many. Is it 5?
It's 4, isn't it?
5, I
It's
think.
4?
I think it's 10 HP
Well,
each.
it's 5 including the initial jump slash to
Right.
wake him up.
Okay.
That
But
makes sense.
it's 3 then 4.
Right, it's 10 HP in each phase, but the Master Sword does double damage in the first phase, if I'm not mistaken.
No
So
idea.
it's 4 damage with the Master Sword jump slash in the first phase,
Mhm.
and then 5
And the
hits.
magic sword hit
There
is
it
going
is.
to finish it. Kariossa is now the winner of this loser bracket round. Was it 7? 7.
Round 7. GG into losers
GG.
finals. We are down to 3 Frenchmen in our tournament.
Wow.
What the hell did
Marco-
not finish second again?
There, you're not wrong.
Falling in 4th this time round.
And I guess we are expecting to have the players for an interview
Yeah.
incredibly soon.
We are getting in both of them now.
Perfect.
As what the hell
Sweet.
soon will be finished as well.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, GG.
GG. You both are muted.
Hello. Yes, thanks.
There we go. Yeah, GG Kerry was a great race.
Congrats.
GG.
Thanks.
So I think pretty clear cut route in terms of most of this seed. What were you thinking when you finished Jabu in terms of sort of where next? What made you go to Ice as the play?
I was really struggled between GTG and Ice, but I think Ice was better because I don't have Requiem. Could be a Requiem in Ice, so just got there.
Yeah, paying
So
off.
it's really the song.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
theories. I thought the song made sense as far as going to Ice. My co-commentators disagreed, but we know in our hearts it was the right call.
Yo, grats, Kariossa. GG, dude. Good shit.
Thanks, GG2.
Yeah, GG, what the hell's great race, guys. It was really close throughout, like pretty much all of the seed, just up until obviously what the hell's your decision to go to GTG, which just really just pushed you way too far behind to catch up eventually.
Yeah, that
No.
finding those iron boots in spirit kind of felt bad. It's like, ugh, that
Yeah.
doesn't look good at all.
What was the thinking behind it? Because we were talking before about it, the odds of something being in spirit if Requiem isn't vanilla are low, but also Chimp pointed out that, with River Way of the Hero for a scale, you're not going to find a gold scale in GTG most likely, because that's been open for a while. And what was your thinking doing GTG over spirit?
We even talked about it in a race I did yesterday about like spirit versus GTG. When, like, let's say you just need, you could go, you're missing like one item, but you could go mode GTG. So it's thinking like, okay, there's GTG or spirit, and I thought, if it's in the GTG, then maybe I can get Requiem and skip crossing the wasteland. It was like a 50-50. I wasn't too sure what to commit to.
Right.
Because I wasn't too sure how to feel. Because once I was done with my child segment, I went to Ice, and then I found the stuff, but I couldn't tell, like, is this good or bad? I was thinking Kariossa probably rushed GTG or Ice. I was like, okay, well, if he rushed Ice, I might be in trouble. But so I wasn't too sure what to do when all that was left was Spirit.
When you finished Jabu, you were like, what, 15 seconds apart or something like that? It was unbelievably close. And then the only thing that you did, at that point, you didn't have the hammer. Kariossa had the hammer slightly earlier. So you picked that up immediately. but then you chose to finish off the well, which then put you like a couple of minutes behind.
Yeah, the
Because
child
Kariossa just rushed ice straight away, pretty much.
Yeah,
And
okay.
after
that segment
that,
child. There was a lot of stuff that segment child was like, oh, I don't know about this. But I had
Yeah,
3
it was-
items left, and I don't know. I couldn't fully commit to going to GTG or Ice. I wasn't too sure. I'd rather just, I don't know.
Yeah, and I think the big thing with the GTG play was, yeah, so Kariossa, you went in with Feroz Wind, got the lobby chests, and then just left the Feroz and left. And I assume if you'd found nothing in Spirit, you would have gone back to GTG?
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, as it was, that was kind of the big play that really sealed the deal at the end there.
Yeah, that's probably the better play. I was either gonna do that or like what I did. But then if I was doing what I did, then I was fully trying to commit to not cross the wasteland. Because then
Right.
otherwise, then you would have went to water, and then you would have had access to pretty much all the songs, unless the Requiem is vanilla. But I don't know.
So one play that did come up, I kind of want to just ask about was Kariossa, at the point where you went to bottom of the well, what? Obviously, you had the Way of the Hero hint. What prompted you to go to bottom of the well at that point with ZL available?
I don't know now. I forgot actually.
Fair. Okay.
I know
Yeah.
I have a reason, but I don't know.
Yeah, so you were looking for the scale, very probably, but it was possible to go to the domain with just the Kuko. So this would have given you Zelda's Lullaby to full clear bottom of the well. And this is why, like, we were just wondering, like, why now? And why not before or after?
I think it was because I played Nocturne to go to River, and since the well was literally in the road, I just do it.
shout outs to child chickens having 20 chews, by the way.
Yeah.
Which you both picked up right before going into the well.
Yeah, bomb bag right after. Nice.
Actually, no, sorry, Kariossa, you got that first, like really.
Yeah. Early.
Because we were a little concerned that you were going to run out of chews with what the hell's getting the bomb bag like straight away, and you were sort of running quite low on chews. Then found another stack, and then eventually went into the well without really having too many explosive concerns. But it was looking a little bit close on that 20 stack of how long it would last.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I say, great, just great race. It is a shame that this just the one decision of essentially GTG was pulled it away from you. What the hell's? But yeah, honest, Kariossa, you had great execution to sort of build up a nice lead. Going out of Spirit, you had about 5-6 minutes on top of what the hell's. And yeah, just took it away. Unfortunate death at the end there, which I'm going to apologize for now because I absolutely called it. So sorry for cursing you on that one.
Yeah. I have so much
Yeah.
stress at the end.
Yeah, did you think you were ahead at the very end?
No. No. After all my mistake at the end, no.
That's true.
We
But
kind of
it
figured
felt like it was pressure mistakes, like just something that you would not usually do, and just because of stress, then this happens. Did you feel it that way?
Yeah. I have some controller problem at the beginning.
Oh yeah, you were just
Yeah,
swimming in the moat. Yeah, we
Oh,
didn't wonder what was going on with that one.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
MU is so good.
But yeah, as it is, What the hell's you didn't finish second again? I guess there's that.
Yeah, there's that. That's a thing.
French players too good this year. We've got 3 players left, all from the French community. Kariossa, how are you feeling about going on to face Marco?
Not really great.
Right, from last year's runner-up to last year's winner, like the matches don't get easier, but
I would try.
Hey, he's in loser's bracket for a reason. You know, anyone can take him down out here. So you got this.
Yeah.
Just take him out.
It's very, very well documented how he plays. So you know, you have all the information you need.
Yeah, just put the items in the places he doesn't go, and then that's it. GG easy. Cool. Well, I think that's all I've got. Unless you guys have anything else, but that's just again another GG. Thank you to the trackers, by the way. I
Thank you,
believe we got
trackers.
Hitting Hero and Star today. Thank you very much. But yeah, as I say, great race. That was amazingly good fun to watch. We all had a great time. Super close for like large parts of that. Few deaths here or there to shake it up as well, which is thoroughly entertaining. But yeah, just best of luck against Marco Kariossa. What the hell? Obviously, unfortunate loss. It's really sad to see you leave the tournament, but hopefully see you in Season 4.
Wait, can I say something since it's my last time?
Of course.
Sure.
For Season 4, I'm going to be doing this in the off-season. Season 4, some people probably know what I'm going to say. Season 4, we need to randomize the spawning points. Come on. Everyone's talking about all these options, how to change the meta. This is the simplest way to change the meta. No more opening routes. No more did you do 3 songs, did you do early adult. No. You're doing something different every time. The newer players, they can't say it's too hard. It's like, no, it would be so good. And I'm going to be fighting for that all off season. So we're starting the campaign today. Get ready, guys.
Cool. I look forward to what the hell's happens first match with random spawning points being in Mido's house.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Think about when people miss something in Gerudo Valley. Well, what if you're starting close to Gerudo Valley? No one's gonna miss that check. So it's a complete different thing. And then you don't have your save warp to Kikiri Forest. So Minuet, it gets more value. Prelude gets more value. All the warp songs get more value. And you're not adding a bunch of random harder stuff for beginners. I'm just saying.
So there we have it. What the hell's for Prez? 4 more years.
Yeah. That's it. See you guys in Season 4.
No, GG. What the hell's? It was yeah. You bring up a good point about meta shaking, and it's definitely something to consider during the off season.
All right, with all things said, I guess we're finishing this off. Thank you for commentating, Arthur Udini, Yoshi Kyon, and Chimpan Reef.
Thanks for having us.
Again, thank
More
you
than a
for
pleasure.
the trackers. And GG, the runners. We are heading over to Scrub Central. They are doing a meme percentage race. I think this is going to be interesting.
Oh,
And
God.
check the schedule as soon as the next match for Luther Bracket is scheduled. We will be restreaming it. See you soon.
Good night, everyone.
No.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.